All right. Well, we are here for Curse of Strahd, session 17, titled "The Battle of the Tower." Just might be a battle today. I'm not sure, based on
Yeah.
how things ended last time.
Possibly.
Uh,
Mm,
so,
Rocky,
uh,
come on, man.
before we jump into the recap and everything, well, I guess we could recap. Then I'll ask this. I kind of want to know what each one of your characters is thinking heading into what's obviously going to be some type of battle situation. But just to recap what happened last time, the party had started the adventure at the Vistani camp west of Valaki, where you were basically celebrated for saving Arabella, the Vistani girl who Bluto was going to sacrifice to the lake. And you were brought, the leader of that group is a guy named Aragal, who is loyal to Strahd, but he has no idea really what happened in Valaki at this point because of how quickly you guys got there after the events of the night of the Festival of the Blazing Sun. And, he said, name a prize. You did this great thing for our tribe, name a prize. And there was a lot of back and forth. And you guys were going to ask him to be friends, like basically give the friendship of the tribe. That was something we went back and forth around, but I think it ultimately came down to you guys kind of figured that if he had to choose between being loyal to Strahd or being true to the commitment of friendship to you all, he would probably choose to be loyal to Strahd. And since your trajectory in Barovia has started to take you in direct conflict with Strahd, you sort of made the strategic decision of let's name something practical. And what did we name as our prize?
Man, armor.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah,
old
we got
fat set, thick 2Cs set of plate armor.
Yeah, you got those dragonborn boobies right inside that breastplate.
Mm.
And yeah, it's a little wide in the waist. Might have been worn by like a half orc or something before, but you are now a very, very tanky man. And that was that. And then you got to also meet some other characters, unsavory it seemed, interesting characters. And as you were leaving the camp, one of their number, which had been in Valaki for the past day, excuse me, yeah, in Valaki, approached and saw you all and had a little glimmer of recognition in his face and basically said he had just come from Valaki and he had very interesting things to report to Aragal. And Disdain, you were very quick on that. You remember what you did?
I gave him a nice little suggestion, and with the help of Mr. Tirada over there, we were able to force him to tell that story over in Barovia, on at least try to get there.
Yeah, and so that's an 8-hour concentration spell, and so you essentially sent him 8 hours to the east, and by the time the spell would have worn out, he'd have to travel 8 hours back. So that's a 16-hour trek with no rest, and so feeling pretty good that you were able to get away from the camp, and without giving you spoilers of what might have been, your actions saved you a very big problem. So I will give you huge kudos to that. And I think I
Yeah.
gave you inspiration, right? So we're
Yes,
good.
both
We
Okay.
tried to send him to Nova Scotia, but that was just ridiculous. You wouldn't let that go.
Yep. So after that, you guys continued on through the forest. You ended up camping in the woods and had a bit of a tense night. There were things in the woods you could hear. You at some point saw what you thought were red eyes looking at you in the darkness. But the morning came, morning and such as it is in Barovia, very overcast morning, and you found yourself on the shores of a lake here in Barovia, Lake Baratok, and you guys were at the place Van Richten had told you to go to. He's called it the Tower, right? So you guys made your way to this tower. And as you made your way to the tower, you saw to your surprise a very fancy Vistani Vardo out front. You spent some time studying it, kind of trying to figure a way out to get into it. And you did. You figured out a way to open it, but just as you were about to open it, you realized it was rigged with what looked to be some type of explosive. And so decided, hey, let's back off. Whoever owns this might not be happy with us messing with it. And you went up to the tower door, and this tower door had no lock and key type situation. It just had this symbol here on the front of the door. And Dr. Crawford, you kind of deciphered exactly what to do. You started from the
Well, I
left.
got 1 point of it. I got to give the sting credit.
That's right. That's right. But you guys figured it out. You did the moves, and the door unclicked and opened, and you guys were able to enter Van Richten's tower. And when you entered this tower, you were all kind of shocked to see a beautiful Vistani woman um, who claimed to be Esmeralda D'Avenir, the famous disciple of Professor Rudolf Van Richten, grievously injured. And she told you, after a bit of back and forth, I'm summarizing a lot of stuff, but she basically told you guys that she had come to this land following Van Richten. She had not found him, but she had gone to Castle Ravenloft in an attempt to, assassinate Count Strahd. Strahd, she said, was bringing a woman into Castle Ravenloft, and she confronted him. They had a battle, and she was just floored by his skill with a blade and how he was able to outmaneuver her and hurt her, and kind of laughed as she escaped. But what he didn't know is that she had gotten into the castle using a teleportation circle that is attached to this tower. And so when she got back through the teleportation circle, she claims that she smashed it so that it could not be used to follow her. At which point you guys, and by the way, you guys healed her too, so there was some goodwill there. And you told her that you had also been in contact with Van Richten, and he had told you to meet her here. And she said she needed a little bit of time to rest, but please see if there's anything of use here in the tower. But hopefully Van Richten will be here sooner rather than later. And you guys can go to the next stage, right? Am I missing anything?
No.
Okay.
Sounds accurate to me.
So you
Nico
guys,
did notice. Nico did notice that there was something very strange with that Vardo out front.
Mhm.
It is very ornate, and he noticed it belonged to what looked like to be a royalty among the tribes of the Vistani.
Yep. And so so yeah, that didn't come up in conversation per se, but you did talk about her tribe and how you guys are really from the same task even. And so that's all pretty interesting stuff. And so then you guys explored the tower. You found a couple magical items. You found on the top floor, I didn't put a slide for it, but you found a telescope that was attached to the tower, enchanted to disintegrate if it was taken apart from the tower. But with that telescope, you could see anywhere out to the east, name something you want to look at, and it would show you that thing, right? And you, Dr. Crawford, decided to walk your house and look at the window of Irina's room, because you had told her before all this other chaos happened, you had said, if you ever feel like you're in danger, put a red silk piece of cloth on the windowsill. And what did you see when you looked at that window?
The red cloth.
Yeah. And so the pieces are starting to fall in place. You guys continue to kind of explore, but then as you were standing there looking out, you saw from the forest a mass of shambling bodies led by this undead looking man on a horse who demanded that Esmeralda step forward and receive judgment, that she had been decreed by Count Strahd that she would be put to death. And so that's where we left off. But before we jump into just like what's obviously going to be the battle, what are your characters thinking about everything now that you've had a moment to process all this stuff? And maybe we can start with Rogar tonight.
Rogar is a bit confused by the voice, but he knows that, or he feels like this lady is good, and I know Nico likes her, so he's gonna try to protect her as best he can.
Cool. All right, Nico.
Nico takes it on a much more personal level because this is his cousin, and although he can't quite put the pieces together, he is right there at it. he did make an attempt to connect with her, but because of possibly the magic of the tower or whatever, some confusion was present. He cannot put the pieces together of who this woman actually is, but he knows that he would know of her, that he might know even a song about her, that there's just very deep roots taking root in this moment in time, and Nico is going to do everything that he can to not only protect her but unravel the mystery around her. And so Nico is prepared to give his life at this moment for whatever is going to happen. He's ready to turn the next page.
All right. Disdain.
Currently, I feel like as the cards have really aligned into the allegiances against Strahd, and seeing the silk cloth and seeing this massive zombies coming at Esmeralda here, there's too much evil in this land to try and make deals with it. So it needs to be vanquished.
Okay. And Dr. Crawford.
So do you want to get in his head about the situation around the tower or at Irina?
What just what's running? Yeah, all of it. I mean, what's running through his
We're
mind?
talking for 30 minutes. Okay. So, Dr. Crawford is at this point for tower first, I guess. We were supposed to be Professor Van Richten here. He hasn't shown up yet, but he also isn't out of his time frame it's too late. Like, he said to be here on the third day, and we're here. He's not here, so we reasonably would need to be here until the fourth day before we call off and say he's not showing up. And he is probably the biggest priority Dr. Crawford has right now as far as keeping somebody safe, on account of Crawford worrying about a time paradox if he dies. He has not become the man that Crawford became friends with back at Candlekeep yet. He hasn't helped Disdain with whatever the heck Disdain went through yet. So if he dies, that means he doesn't become the person that helped us with all this, which means we probably would never have ended up in Barovia, and that's a whole bag of quantum cats that we don't need to deal with right now. We've got enough crap on our plate already. So priority number one for Crawford is make sure the professor doesn't die, because that's otherwise would Crawford just cease to exist? Like, yeah. After that, there's also the problem of Lady Irina. As far as Crawford could tell, based on everything that had been happening in this entire campaign so far, he thought Strahd wanted her to love him and was going about really messed up ways of trying to win her over to his side. And then he goes and abducts her to Castle Ravenloft after he told her that they were going to slowly do a courtship over at Wachter House, which now Crawford is wondering, okay, have I been played this entire time, or did something change that is forcing Strahd's hand? And at the moment, I'm leaning towards the second thing, because Professor Van Richten just announced his presence at the chapel. So I'm wondering if Strahd ran off with Irina to Castle Ravenloft to fortify up, and she thinks she's being abducted. Or maybe she is. I don't know. Like, there's too many what ifs right now. So I guess that's the Cliff Notes version of Dr. Crawford's brain right now. I won't talk your ear off anymore.
I think it's great, and I love hearing where everybody's thoughts are falling, and clearly you've been through the ringer as a party, and I told you guys, I think on session 1, I said you will be a more paranoid person by the end of this campaign.
It's just starting, I feel like, man.
Yep. So let's dive into the situation. So you all look out on the woods, and if you want to look over now at roll 20, you'll see kind of what we got going on. Esmeralda, you guys go back downstairs, I assume, right?
Yeah.
And Esmeralda's like, already got the door open and is standing outside. And okay. What's that?
I'm sorry, Rocky. Before this game started, we were talking about strategies and what we could possibly do. And I threw out the idea of, hey, Disdain, why don't you just try lying to the night and say she's not here?
Nope.
Yes. So you could even say like, you know, oh shit, let me get the battle map working. That you might have said something along those lines as you guys were running down, but the reality is, she's like, he knows where I am because he would have tried to follow me through that teleportation circle and he wouldn't have worked. So he knows that she's at the tower. Um, okay, let's see if I can get this to show up.
And can we do anything before initiative roll? Just
Oh, yeah.
going field. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need a
Okay.
quick bio.
Sure thing. If that's the case, if we have time to do some stuff before the initiative roll, Rocky, I would like to, if you'll let me, make an Arcana check to see if whatever the weird magic suppression field was at the tower.
Mhm.
Oh, we're outside the tower. Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to ask
Yeah,
if it
and
would affect
well,
our
and
weapons, but
yeah, and Esmeralda even tells you, she says, she like without 5 feet away from the tower, magic's good,
okay.
but only like divine curative type magic works inside the tower.
So
At least as far
smiting,
as she
does
knows.
smiting work in the tower?
No, that's the divine hurting magic, not the divine restorative magic. So, so okay, so you guys can kind of see. I'm trying to get it to look good on the shared screen here. Okay, I think we're in business. Okay. Oh, gotta make one more thing. So before you tell me what you do and everything, I just have a little role play moment here with Esmeralda. Let me get the. For some reason, the nameplate's not showing for the Hound. Okay. Well, for some reason, his name's not showing up, which is weird to me.
Let's name him Leroy Jenkins.
His name is the Hound, and she said, you know that because Esmeralda says, "It's Strahd's Hound. It's some creature he's created that hunts down his prey when he does not want to do it himself. He's very dangerous. Be careful." And then as you guys are looking at these zombies that are shambling towards you, as they exit the woods, what you guys see is a little bit more detail on these things. And what you notice is that they do not look like zombies that you fought before. These have weird misshapen pustules on them. Some of them pulsate with sort of a green energy. Some of them look like they're covered in some type of slime. Some of them, like, their bones kind of jut in weird ways that aren't very human. But they all do move relatively slow, and they are just sort of shambling thriller style towards the tower. And this guy, the Hound, he just sort of leans back on his skeletal horse, and you do notice he has a bow on his back. And he does yell out and say, "I see you have allies. You stand next to a dead woman condemned by the rightful lord of this land. Step aside so she may face Strahd's judgment, or you too will be executed." That's what you guys do.
Nico's gonna reach into his backpack and he's gonna knock one of these magical arrows,
Mhm.
one of the 10 that he has, and he's gonna string it against his instrument, his lute, and he's gonna shoot it towards the voice in the woods as best he can.
So he is within shot range. So what we have on the Roll20 is the battle map, and that's totally fine if you want to just shoot him as a surprise round type thing. But I want to hear what everybody else wants to do as well, in case they also have something that would go in a surprise round. So
I want to speak about.
we'll
table
resolve
to
that in a
us.
second.
I feel we should do wagon right away.
Above the table, I think it's too early for wagon.
positioning wise, I think this is.
Has Esmeralda agreed to wagon?
Well, Disdain can actually start the wagon without her. But we actually need to talk to her about what's in the wagon, the junk in the trunk. We got to know what's in her trunk, man.
All right, so I can quickly turn to her. Esmeralda, we happen to wander onto your wagon on the way in, and we see that it's quite precariously armed. Is that something that could do us some advantage right now?
Yes, but it's extremely valuable. You don't think we can just beat them in combat?
You're the one that's fought them in the past. I just want to say we have a great advantage right now to go and take a good chunk out.
I'm going to gently turn towards her with my arrow still knocked to my loot. I'm going to say, cousin, they are here to execute you. Is this wagon worth your life?
Give me a persuasion, and you're going to need to be a 17.
You got this.
Not going to do it. I'm going to use an inspiration. Let's do it again.
Okay.
I think that is my last inspiration.
Do something inspirational then.
There it is. All right.
Yes.
I'm tapped.
Okay. So she goes, well, it's the last thing I have of my parents. But no, it's not. If I'm dead, I can't help Rudy Van Richten.
My cousin,
Alright.
it may be the last thing, the last item of your parents, but your parents, they still live, yes?
No.
Were they taking you from this terrible Strahd?
No. They luckily died of unrelated causes in a distant land.
Good
But
for them.
this is my birthright. This Bardo. But I'm not willing to die here for it. I'll trust you all if you need to use it, then use it.
Cousin, I'm with you. Is there anything that you need out of this Vardo? And can you ensure my security if I get this for you? I will run to it and bring it back to you.
Oh. Yeah. She goes, there's a chest, but in order to get to it safely, you would have to unlock a mechanism on the bottom and go into the Vardo from below. If you try to go through the other door, it'll explode. And then once you're in, don't bump anything. The whole wall is laced with those things. They can take a little rattling, but if you fall into them, I'm worried that you would set it off prematurely. But there's a chest. It's right next to my bed, and it's only probably about yay big. You could carry it out. If you think you can get it in time, then I would happily make sure that decision benefits you as well.
This is a risk-reward situation. She is an ancient Vistani. She has studied under Richten. God knows what secrets that chest holds.
Yeah, you got this. You got it. They're really slow walking zombies.
Yes.
So this is Walking Dead, not
Rocky. So Rocky, can I sprint to this cavern and begin the unlocking in one turn?
So you told me you want to shoot an arrow at him. So are you changing what you want to do?
I'm changing. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So then I'm going to give you guys a surprise round, basically, because you're coming out swinging. So,
I have a thing.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm going to go through each one of you guys.
Okay,
So yeah,
go ahead.
what do you want to do? No, you next. What do you want?
I'm gonna bless second level everybody.
Okay. So that's everybody except you. You mean?
No, everybody except for her. Yeah.
Okay, because you cast it on 3 people. So.
Well, I did second level.
Oh, that's right. So you want to cast the 4 of you with it. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. We'll let this little heart symbol mean bless.
Okay.
All right. You guys all have a D4 that you can add to your rolls now, thanks to Rogar.
Yep.
All right. Cool. All right. All right. And then Dr. Crawford.
I guess if I'm going to be making a surprise action kind of thing, could I make some sort of investigation roll to see if there's anything weird about this guy that we should know about before this fight goes on? Just like give him a quick up and down, looking over, see. Oh, hey, he's got this strapped to his side or whatever.
Size him up.
Yeah.
Give me an You'll give me an investigation roll, and we can do that now. Actually, it's fine.
Are you serious? Nat 1. I'm inspiring that on principle.
Okay.
Very nice.
And 17 is what we're trying to beat.
Rocky's like, this is gonna be a good night.
I'm already happy.
Okay, there we go. Nat 1 and Nat 20.
20,
Okay.
not 1 and not 20. What?
Okay.
Here we go.
all
Here
right.
we go. Keep doing that. Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Okay, so with a nat 20, I got to give you something juicy, right? So,
Oops, thick ass. Give us that thick ass, baby. Come on.
all right.
Looking like a snack.
Let's see.
CHIQQ.
You hit him in the neck and he automatically dies. That's what
Yeah.
happens.
Okay. With that nat 20, as you're looking at him, you have done some exhaustive studying on different types of undead that you might run into in an excavation type situation, in the past. And you have studied a type of undead called a revenant. And there are very, very telltale signs of a revenant that this individual is exhibiting. And what you know about revenants off the top of your head with that 20 is that they do regenerate damage if they do not take fire or radiant damage before.
Okay.
And you know that they cannot be turned by a priest. It's one of the things that makes them very powerful. And then maybe this is why Strahd calls this individual the Hound. A revenant, once it decides who its prey is, can find its prey anywhere in the world. It'll constantly go towards its prey until it gets it.
It's got like a planar locate person spell kind of thing. Yeah. All right.
You said radiant or fire damage, yeah?
Yes.
I'll obviously
they're
relay
really,
this to the
really
group.
strong. They are very physically powerful, and this one looks to have some magical mojo going on too. So.
Right. So strategy-wise, guys, this is sounding more and more like a vampire. Once we start damaging it, burst it down, because every round that it's not dead, it's going to be regenerating. So.
Okay. Okay, and then disdain.
All right. This is our surprise round, right?
Yeah.
How far am I?
That's what you got on the screen. So whatever that math comes out to.
1 sec.
A lot. You're a lot away.
150 feet.
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right, because that's the exact distance of my fireball.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna get a
You gonna drop the fireball?
surprise fireball on him right away.
Okay.
Just to kind of.
All right. Then I think that means it's time for initiative. So let's
Yes.
all roll initiative and figure out what's going to happen.
So just to get my immersion properly, Nico is running towards this carriage as he's lighting up this fireball. That's what I have in my head.
Exactly. So you get
Yeah.
I give a full dash while I push. Right. That's a full 60 feet. So
Can I at least get this cantrip off to Rogar as I fly by him because he's in front of me?
That's multiple actions, buddy.
Oh fuck, dude! It's just flavor, man. It's not going to.
It's flavor, but it affects all the mechanics.
It won't, man, at all.
What is it?
Man, I want to fly by him and I want to send him a message with my message cantrip in his
All right,
mind.
I'll let you do that.
And I'm going to say, thank you for what you've done. You will always be of the blood to me.
Oh.
And I'm sprinting forward towards the wagon.
Okay. I like that. All right. Nico, inspiration. And
you, sir.
then we've got I need your initiative when you can, Nico. And then I'm
Yeah,
gonna
dude.
roll.
I'm like, dude. We had a plan, and I absolutely just did something stupid. Is what I'm feeling like. So
Nah, it's
hopefully
fine.
it won't be like that. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right. It's fine.
The,
It's
the
fine.
plan
It's
the plan can still be
okay.
enacted,
All right.
so
It
you're
can.
fine.
Okay.
We
Here
got
go.
that's why the fireball is going. We got time.
Okay. All right. Suppressing fire.
Vimy Ridge, man. Vimy Ridge. That's what Canadians know.
Let me find. Did I not make her a token? I'm a silly boy. Hold on. Sorry, trying to find a token for Esmeralda here. I got it right here. It's not gonna be circular, but who cares? All right, she rolled a 14. All right, and Nico, we got you with a 7. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, time to roll for these zombies. Well, they get a -1 on their roll because they are not dexterous. But they did roll a 13. So where I'm going to put these guys, we'll say they're enemy 1. We're going to put those guys below you, Nico, because I know you're more or Dr. Crawford, because I know you're more dexterous. And then we have the Hound, and he gets +3.
Damn, dude.
He rolls a 22.
Oh.
So he would be top of the order if it was not a surprise round. Cool. All right. So while I get to work on while I get to work on better battle music here, Rogar, you're gonna get first shot. So what are you doing?
All right. So, let me move my little G. I think did my guy move?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. I think really all I'm going to do is move up to here,
Mhm.
and just get ready because they're a long way away still.
Okay. Cool. All right. Do you want to ready any kind of action or?
I mean, I got my plate on, I got my shield up, I got my sword out. I've cast bless already.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I would recommend is you can take the hide action or dodge action, which gives you wait. The dodge action imposes disadvantage on your attacker, right, Zoc?
Yeah, I don't know about this dodge action, but it sounds good.
All right, so you're just gonna plant your feet in the ground and get tanky. Got it. Okay.
No, what does it do?
Okay.
Dodge
Yeah.
attack rolls from attackers you see have disadvantage,
Yep.
and you have advantage on dex saving throws until the end of your turn.
Yep.
You
Okay,
until you become incapacitated, or your speed drops to 0.
Okay, well I will do that action then.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're ready to dodge. Love it.
Stance. He just
all right.
stanced.
So Esmeralda, for her part, she what would this girl do? She would pull out a pouch and she curses because it doesn't look like it's sorry, I gotta throw a map on the screen. So she pulls out this pouch and she's like, it says a Vistani curse word, She goes,
yeah.
already half gone. And she starts like putting a salt circle around just like around her up there, and that's all she does. After that, it is going to be Dr. Crawford's turn.
Okay. I am going to move up. Let's see here. If any of this is difficult terrain, tell me, Rocky, so I can adjust accordingly.
Now, unless you're jumping down the ledge, that would be difficult terrain. And
Okay, yeah, that's precisely what. Thank you for telling me that. All right, so 5 and 10, and then 15 because diagonals. It's every other. 20, 25, 30, and then I'm going to bonus action to dash. 35 and 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. There we go. Let me center this a little bit. Okay, so that's my movement and my bonus action. I still have an action. Let's see here. The zombies are zombies. Actually, you know what? They're called Strahd Zombies. Can I make any sort of investigation roll to see if these are different than the ones that we fought over at Ismark's residence? As far as like, are they just like the typical cannon fodder? The only thing threatening about them is that they just keep getting back up, or is there something else nasty about them?
So give me an investigation roll because you've investigated these zombies before. I'll give you advantage, but you do have to beat the 17.
Got it.
Oh, Crawford.
Did it not roll twice?
No,
whatever. It beat it. It's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sure, it beats you.
All
It
right.
beat it.
So you kind of like, now that you're a little closer, you're kind of squinting, you're looking at them. Again, you see that they are definitely there's more going on with them than what you saw before. They have these pustules. Some of them are different colors on different zombies. They move a little erratically. The best you can conclude, you can't really tell what's going on, but you can tell that these have been altered with dark magic and possibly science.
Okay. All right. So they're nastier than the ones that we fought at Ismark's house. Okay. All right. That's my turn. All guys, my reaction left.
Right. And then Disdain, wait, I don't have you on here. Where were you on? Oh, you're 9. There you are.
9, yep.
Okay, it's your turn, and you said you wanted to drop a fireball on him.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go down to about here, my movement, and then I'm gonna cast fireball and kind of aim for. Oh, 1 sec, like there.
Okay.
You see that?
Yep. And so then we're going for a 30-foot radius. So 2, 3. So that'll be 1, 2, 3. Looks like you're gonna hit all of them except maybe 7 and the Hound.
All right.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll a
is,
save. What's the save I'm trying to beat?
15.
Okay.
And his dex save.
Looks like they get -1 on that. Oh, they rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
fuck, dude.
So they will
About
take
half damage.
They'll take half damage. Yeah.
All right. So that's 8d6.
Can you get like a mulligan or something, dude? Like,
That's 33, so 16.
Okay. Okay. So 6.
Ah, damn it. That would be a great time to use my die support, and it's too late now.
All right. Okay, and then Nico, we get to the Vardo.
yeah. So am I at the Vardo because of surprise?
No. So you would need to move to the Vardo. But I will give you. I'll let you. No, I think it's about 30 feet anyway, so it's fine. But you get to the Vardo. What do you do when you get to the Vardo?
I'm gonna dive, like, cause I'm still in the sprint. Like I've started jumping like at least 2 squares back, and I'm just sliding underneath the Vardo where she told me to go.
Okay.
And I'm looking for the compartment. Do I have to do anything to find it?
No,
or?
it's there. There's a
Okay.
door. You know what to look for, so you just kind of like it looks like it's camouflaged in a little bit with some ropes and stuff over it, but you real
Okay.
quickly push those aside. You see a door. There is a simple looking lock mechanism, not simple, but it's nothing too fancy type locking mechanism.
Okay.
And it is underneath there. So
Okay, so I'm gonna weigh against just. Okay, so I'm gonna reach up and try to maneuver that lock to get it to open.
okay, so do you want to try to pick the locks? What you're saying?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
Okay.
pick
And
the
so
lock.
you don't have thieves tools. That's a Dr. Crawford thing. So that would be a disadvantage dexterity skill roll basically.
A dexterity skill roll. Okay.
But disadvantage because you don't have the tools or the skill.
What do I have to beat?
It's, 15.
15 dexterity skill. And so it's a d20 plus 3 is what my dexterity says.
Yep. That would be your roll at disadvantage.
Okay,
And
so
you
I'm
get
rolling
a
2 of those.
you get a 1d4 also. Remember.
1d4. So I'm going to do a 2d20 plus 7 because 3 is my skill. So is that okay, Rocky?
Not plus 7 because it's a
Plus
1d4. It could be a 1, 2, 3, or 4. So
Oh, so do I need
and
to
when
roll those
and yeah, and so what you do is I would just roll the d4 and then
Okay.
add the 3. So then you know that's your modifier, and then roll 2 d20s and take the lower.
Okay. Here's the 1d4. Okay, we're gonna add the
Yep.
3 to that.
So then 6 would be your modifier. So roll 2
Okay.
d20s.
2d20. Got it. Thank you, sir.
So
Oh,
we have
fuck.
a 2. So you're finagling at this thing and it's just not opening.
Okay, there it is, man.
Did you say you were going in through the main entrance or the one from the underneath that she
The
was
one
talking
from the
about?
underneath, because the main entrance is rigged. The underneath is the only possible hope that I have of getting to the chest she needs.
Okay.
And even after I get it open, I've got to be very careful not to disturb anything.
All right, we're to top
So,
of the order and out of our
yeah.
surprise round. So that would start with Merrick the Hound. I can't believe I can't get his. Also, I'm trying to get his. No, he didn't. He didn't just double.
Oh God.
That's his special ability.
He's
Uh,
enraged.
Yeah.
Lair action. He doubles every time.
So he doesn't really move. He stays on the horse, but you see him pull his bow out, and he just pulls the bow back. And let's see, he's going to go for Esmeralda. So you watch as he shoots 2. 5 and 18. His modifier is, I think it's. Yep. So you watch as one of those arrows does clap into her, and she screams, but nothing else happens from it. I mean, she just seems like she gets hurt from the arrow. Okay, and then it is now going to be Rogar's turn.
All right. I'm just gonna move up 30. So
I just imagine Rogar like walking up like a badass, just like towards this army of zombies.
I'm gonna. I think that's about 30. Yeah.
Yep.
And I will just go back into. I'm gonna call it defensive stance. Dodge.
There you go.
There it is. Love
Yeah,
it.
that's a rogue thing.
That's a rogue thing.
Mighty warrior defensive evasive maneuver stance.
And I think what I will do just to kind of get their attention is I've got a little crossbow. I'm gonna shoot zombie 1 with a crossbow.
Okay.
Oh. Bring the blood.
And I haven't shot a crossbow in a while, so give me a second.
He popped Berserker Rage before he went into that
Mhm.
stance, so now that he's generating additional rage every time he gets hit. So that's good.
$11.
Okay. We're just trying to shoot one of the zombies.
Yeah, just getting their attention more than
Yeah,
anything.
they got super low armor class, so it does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah.
I assume you're shooting zombie 1.
Yeah. Not a lot of damage on this, but
Mhm.
6.
So yeah, so you run up and shoot. Shoot. Now you know by doing this, you're not going into defensive stance, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so you run up and you lower your crossbow, shoot it, and it does hit him right square in the center of the chest. But give me a perception roll or insight, your choice.
Insight for
Try to beat
Probably.
a 15.
okay.
You immediately notice it does not seem to hurt it as much as you would think it would.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now after Rogar, it is going to be Esmeralda's turn. Esmeralda is like, again, she's cussing and Vistani, like she's really pissed off. She's got hit with an arrow. And she pulls out a hand crossbow of her own. And she's going to fire a couple back. They both just right over him. All right, after Esmeralda, it is Dr. Crawford.
I'm sorry. What did she roll?
Well, I threw her modifiers on, but they weren't enough to clear the Hound's armor class.
That's what I was trying to figure.
Oh yeah, well his armor class. I'll just tell you armor classes. His armor class is 16.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of DMs hide that information. I typically don't. Sometimes I might, but I typically don't.
Okay, so it's Crawford's turn. All right.
It is Crawford's turn.
Am I close enough to where I could get underneath that wagon and try to help out Nico with the lock?
Oh,
You can certainly try.
Okay. All right, so I am going to make a Thieves' Tool roll.
All right.
Why is it not on my sheet? What the hell?
All right.
I forgot to add Thieves' Tools to my sheet. Give me 2 seconds while I add this.
Sure.
Some skills. I should have had this already. I am just dumb and I'm sorry.
No worries. I got it on my sheet.
I'm just going to roll it manually. Screw it. I'll work on adding it to my sheet in between when it's not my turn. So it's plus 10. Roll 1d20 plus 10 plus 1d4 for the bless. That's 30.
Oh, okay. So,
hey, please make it something good where you like shoves me out of the way.
Yeah, like sliding.
well,
kicking.
I kind of want to hear what do you say? Like you slide. So like Nico, you watch Dr. Crawford. He like just sort of slides underneath the Vardo and
Yeah, he can hear me cursing from underneath this
Yeah.
Vardo.
Yeah, I can
Love
hear
it.
you cursing. and
What
I'm
do you
just
do?
gonna go, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm not a burglar. And I pull out the Thieves' Tools. I just kind of slide it underneath. Out of the way. I mess with it. And I would assume I open it.
Oh, not only do you
Yes.
open it, but with that high of a roll, so you come in, you say like, "Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm not a burglar. And then Nico, you watch as he just pops it, just opens immediately, and then it's open. So Dr. Crawford, inspiration. Love it.
All right, so that's my action. Let's see.
You
I
got
have
some movement or bonus action left.
Yeah, I'm now. So she said that inside it's going to be a tight squeeze. Got to be careful with it. That sounds more like Nico's thing. You've got acrobatics. I don't. So
Yep.
I'll leave the rest to you. I'm going to get
have-
out. I'm going to use my movement to get out, and then I'm
Okay.
going to. If that takes like all my movement getting in there and getting out, I have a bonus action. I can dash to get up. and
It's
support Rogar.
difficult terrain for like 5 feet, so let's just say 10 feet of movement was to get under there and out.
Okay, so then.
Or no, excuse me. So yeah, so 5 feet difficult to. So really, it's 20 feet that you've burned getting in. And
Okay,
getting
so I have
out.
10 feet left on my normal movement.
And that includes going from being on the ground to standing and all that. So.
All right. So 5 and 10. That's the rest of my regular movement, and then I'm going to bonus action to dash. So that's 5, 10, and 15, 20, 25. Do I want to go down one? Now I gotta actually stop and think. Am I screwing myself over or not?
Just remember, we need a path for it to go through. It doesn't want to accidentally hit you two, right?
Yeah. All right. So 30. There we go. Like, and in worst case scenario, if I need to, I can jump in the fucking water. I'm not wearing full plate, so. All right.
Okay.
So I guess that's my turn. That's just my reaction.
All right, now it's the zombies' turn, and they do indeed. Just a second.
Shamble.
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 Shamblers. All right, so they start shambling.
That was cool.
Did that work?
Yeah, you
Oh yeah,
almost
couple
you missed
of-
one.
I missed one.
I think you missed two, actually.
I
But
did miss two. That's fine. Hold on.
but still, that was
Okay.
awesome.
All right, so I missed 4. Getting up there, and then I missed 1. I should be in the front. Or do I have more than 1-1?
I think you have one, more than 1-1, and it's supposed to be behind the first one.
So really, then really there's 8. I'll just change his
Yeah.
name to Zombie 8. No problem. Okay.
Or you
so-
could delete him. That's an option.
All right, so they do come just short of being able to reach you guys, but they are now very close to you.
Are they grouped up like?
Oh damn! I didn't have it recording on the movement thing. So nobody saw it move. That sucks. Anyway, yeah, they move up. Okay, and now it is going to be Disdain's turn again.
So I'm gonna ready. I guess it would be an action at this point, because as soon as Nico's done his turn, I want to be able to send that Vindaloo directly at them to explode, because I can
Okay.
say the words.
Okay.
Vindaloo. It's a Vardo, but I love
Vindaloo,
Vindaloo.
Vardo,
As well.
it's
Dude,
you know.
Vindaloo. Hey, you just made a moment in time. You redefined canon. It's now Vindaloo. There are no more Vardos left in the whole universe. Vindaloo. That's what it is.
All right, so now give me an Arcana roll and try to beat a 15.
All right. So, +6. I'm using inspiration on that.
Okay.
Disdain's also blessed, yes, isn't he?
Oh yes,
Should be.
I'll be using that too.
Okay.
16.
What you know is that you need to be seated to command them, to bring them up.
Okay. So then at that point, I'd use my movement to get on top of the wagon and sit myself.
Okay.
Fuck.
So you sit down in the wagon.
And then I'm ready to say it. And then, so
So what's the
Now-
trigger for you saying it?
it is.
Like, no, because you're saying
Oh.
I'm ready in action. What's the trigger that would set the action off?
Nico getting out of the Vardo.
Okay. So as soon as
well-
Nico's clear, you're gonna summon the horses.
Yes.
All right. I like it. All right, Nico, it is your turn.
Okay. All right. So no pressure or anything. That's cool.
Don't worry, if you
So-
blow up, we both blow up. So like it's all good.
You got
So-
better chances of pulling this off than Crawford does, I think. So.
I'm gonna look at I'm gonna look over at Crawford and I'm gonna say, was a skill set like that, the Vistani can really work with this. You need to get with me after this is all done. Yes, we got a spot for you. And then I'm gonna vanish inside the wagon very carefully. So how
Okay.
can I do that, Rocky? I'm
Uh,
highly athletic.
yeah. So do you? Let's see if I'm looking at your skills correctly. You don't have stealth. You do have acrobatics. So I like acrobatics because acrobatics
Okay.
is you tiptoeing around, not clinking into anything.
Absolutely, I'm very aware of my surroundings. I don't need to be stealth because that involves detection. And
Yeah, correct.
yeah, so
So-
I'm just
so-
very nimble.
Yep.
So I'm gonna slink, and I like that word slink. It's very sexy. So I'm gonna slink up under the floor, and I'm gonna keep my body as flat as possible, and I'm gonna look around. How can I do this? How can I do as much as possible in my round? Because until now I felt really useless.
So basically, what I need you to do is roll. You're going to roll in acrobatics just to
Okay.
say that you get up in
Okay.
there. You don't
Sure.
don't bump anything you don't need. Okay. Once
Sure,
you've
okay.
done that, I'll tell you what you see,
Okay.
and I just need you to beat a 15 in those acrobatics.
Okay, I think I've got it here.
You just brought it in. That's great.
Yeah.
You got blessed.
That's
Don't
true.
forget
That's
blessed.
true.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
don't
do
forget
have
blessed.
blessed too.
You
Anyway,
didn't need
yeah.
it, but you passed. All right.
Okay,
So
cool.
yes, you get up in there, Nico, and it's actually, for it being so beautiful on the outside, it looks like a college girl's dorm room on the inside. Like there's like clothes laying everywhere. There's
There's
happy-
pictures of Nico on the
Oh,
walls,
yeah,
dude.
dream
Yeah, dude.
pictures of Nico.
Nico, dude. I'm just like,
yeah,
oh, I did not know.
You see this sort of nice chest sort of inlaid with different Vistani runes and stuff at the foot of a bed. You see it looks like she's made notes about a bunch of things. You see a drawing of Castle Ravenloft, but that's kind of
Oh,
on the far end
dude.
of the Vardo. But it looks to be like just stuff maybe she just scribbled down. It doesn't look like it's like ancient documents of any kind.
Sure.
But then you do now notice that all around the Vardo, hanging from little strings, are those alchemist fire vials that you saw, and then right next to the door is a fairly elaborate contraption that would set off a massive explosion.
I am so grateful to make good decisions in the past. So do I see the chest in front of me?
Yes.
What I need to pick up?
It's like right there. I mean, the whole
right
place
there.
is like 10 by 10. So
Even with me slinking in there, like it's a Vardo, it's a wagon. So even if I stand carefully up, I'm in
Yep.
the floor of the wagon.
Yep.
So I'm just going to very gently reach forward and place my hands on the chest,
hmm
and I'm going to lift up very carefully,
hmm
and I'm going to bring it towards me.
hmm No,
Oh.
I'm sorry. Let me be clear about one thing though. Like you did have to crawl up into the.
Oh,
the
okay.
vault, so that
Alright,
was
so-
acrobatics.
Okay.
So you did have to
So-
get up in there, which would have taken about 10 feet of movement.
Okay. So I've got the chest in my hands.
Yep.
Can I burn some more movement and bring it to the ground, underneath the wagon?
I could give you enough to get out and underneath
Yes.
the wagon. I don't think I can give you enough to get you clear of the wagon.
Yeah, no, I'm underneath the wagon and I've got the chest.
Okay. You do have it.
Okay.
Yes.
I do. And so I'm gonna. Okay, it's not a bonus. I've used all my actions. Yes,
Yeah.
I
as far as
can't. I
can
can't do
tell.
any more messages to communicate at all.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
All right. So Nico, great job on that. You grabbed the chest. It is now Merrick the Hound's turn, and what you guys see is that horse sort of rears up, and you watch as Merrick's eyes actually start to glow, and he basically says, "I wanted to take full measure of you as enemies. I can see you are worthy of my power." And what he effectively does in this moment is he becomes a boss. He becomes a legendary creature. And so he will now be doing legendary actions. Of course, my computer just crimped out. It's control
honey.
roll 20. It was my roll 21, not
No, the legendary actions. How many?
We'll find out.
He's like 77 of them.
Yep. And so then he does take an action to just fire 2 more of those arrows, and he fires them at Esmeralda again.
Good. I mean,
Come on, Ezzy. Come on, Ezzy. You got this.
I would rather she not die if we could help that.
Come on.
but we haven't taken damage.
Let me
yet,
double
right?
check her. Make sure I'm not didn't write this down wrong. I must consult the sacred text. Okay, yeah. So one of those arrows does hit her again, and she screams out in pain again. But that was it. Okay. Now it is going to be Rogar's turn.
Okay, are the zombies like that, or are they grouped closer than that? That's what I want to know.
The zombies are as you see them on the screen.
Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of scoot out of the way a little bit over to the side, and I'm gonna fire breath as many as I can hit.
Okay. Fire breath's what 15-foot line, or what was the?
It's a cone. I know that.
Oh, it's a cone. Okay, so 15-foot cone.
Yeah.
That would put 1, 2, and 8.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Yeah.
But you'd have to move right up on 8. So
It's a trap. Don't do it.
There you go.
all right.
Yeah, and I'll hit the cone on these ones. Well, yeah. So, and it is 3d6.
Okay. And they get was it dexterity save?
Yeah, of 13.
Okay. Well, like I said, they're not good at dex.
Kill it on fire, man.
They roll 14, so they'll do half.
Oh.
They're not good at dex. Not 20, 14.
Hey man, at least I roll in front of you guys, so you know I'm not bullshit.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, yeah.
I give the guys that DM games for me hell because they'll be like, "Oh, it's a crit." I'm like, "Let me see it." You know, trying to look at
Yeah,
the
show me the
screen, and they're like,
show your work, bitches. Show your work.
All right, now, do I get my second attack or no?
No, because you took
Okay.
your action. Yeah.
Okay.
So you watch as that fire washes over them. Number 1 is really starting to look charred up and messed up. They're all charred up in that fireball except for 7. But anyways, let's see. Don't carry the 7. Okay, cool. All right. So those 3 zombies are definitely looking the worst for wear. So when you do that, Merrick, or I keep calling him, you'll find out later his name's Merrick, but it's the Hound. The Hound actually, after you throw that breath out, Rogar, he throws his hand forward, and you watch as this bolt of sort of like necrotic energy flies across the battlefield, and he's trying to hit you with that. So I've got your armor class now as a 20, correct?
22.
Should be
22, that's
27.
right.
22, 27.
27. Okay. All right.
Make
yes.
it 27
Not
if you
yet.
want.
Wait.
Okay, and he gets to add a 7 to these 2 rolls. 12 and a 14. So no. So you literally, these beams just sort of come wishing at you, and they hit your armor, but they do just sort of glance off your shoulders. But he just sort of cocks his head at you, like kind of mad.
Sexy plate, dude. Sexy
Okay.
plate.
That was a legendary action, by the way. Legendary action, just as a reminder, that is a special ability of extra difficult enemies where they can take an action at the end of another person's action, and it doesn't take away from their turn's actions.
Oh,
And
good. Yeah.
Is there a finite amount of these legendary?
They can do a
actions?
certain amount per turn, and then at the
Okay.
beginning of their turn, they all refresh.
Yes.
So in
Great.
his case,
That's
he has
great news.
He has 3 legendary actions that he can take. So,
Okay. So we
so that
got
was
to
one of
take
the
this
3.
mother flipper out.
All right. So it is now Esmeralda's turn. All right.
She needs to do something.
Okay.
Yeah, she needs to do something.
Esmeralda should have legendary action. Go ahead,
All right.
Rocky.
So she's watching the battlefield. She sees Disdain get into the seat. She actually. Problem is, she expended so much of her shit when she fought Strahd. So she is just gonna fire her crossbow again. But this time she's aiming towards the zombies. Okay, and that's 2 hits. So you watch as Zombie 8 just bloop, bloop, these 2 bolts stab into him. The bolts are going to hit for each. Okay. Oh god, this is hilarious. All right, so you watch as these 2 bolts just boof boof into that number 8 zombie Rogar. And like when you shot him, it doesn't seem to hurt as bad as you would think. So this guy's still staggering with like 3 arrows out of him, and he's all charred up and fiery. And you notice, y'all don't worry while I'm why I'm doing this.
I'm tripping.
You notice now that you're really close to him, Rogar, the pustules on this one, they are like thumping with like some type of red energy.
Run.
Run.
All right. It is now Dr. Crawford's turn.
Okay.
Y'all don't mind if I get more comfortable, right?
Oh,
go ahead.
please get more comfortable because we're not comfortable at all. At least somebody's got to be comfortable. At least somebody needs to take a load off.
Which one was
Appreciate
which
that.
one was the one that was
Yep.
thumping red? Is that the one that's closest to Rogar?
Yeah, 8.
Got boom boom sticks too.
Just sipping wine in the back too over there.
Just enjoying it.
Dude. Just
It's,
sipping wine, dude.
Do,
Just out of a goblet.
do I
out of a
start to
goblet.
do I start to remind you of anybody in particular?
just sipping like a goblet out of a human mandible. Just a goblet.
Another nat 20 for the
Another nat 20 for the home team. No, awesome.
That's funny.
My God. Okay. So Disdain, out of character, refresh my memory. You're about to pilot the exploding cart into these zombies with the pustules, right?
Yes, that is my current plan.
And you're gonna do that as soon as your turn starts.
As soon
I
as
was-
Nico's clear.
Yeah, as soon as Nico's clear, and
Yep.
I hoping Rogar is not as close, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Rocky, can you show me the initiative order again, really quick?
Certainly.
And enemy 1 is the zombies. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. I am going to move up a little bit just to help Rogar with his bottleneck here, so that they shouldn't be able to move through to us. And then I'm going to use Insightful Fighting on zombie number 8, I guess. So that's going to be an investigation roll on my part.
You're just investigating what that might mean or what.
So Insightful Fighting is an investigation roll.
Oh,
for me
that's
to
right.
To activate
That's right,
it, and
yeah.
then that means I can get my sneak attack off if I hit.
Yeah.
Now, I would assume I beat his deception with that roll.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give it to you.
Okay, yeah.
He's
I'm
got a
not
negative
act-
3 charisma.
I
so-
have it set up. If this thing triggers an attack of opportunity, I can use that. That said, I'm not going to attack it this round. I'm going to ready an action to jump out of the way into the shallow water to my right on the map. So
Okay.
once that freaking cart comes barreling through, I don't get run over.
Okay, got it. So the trigger will be when the cart gets
As soon as it
within-
starts moving, I'm
Okay.
jumping into that water.
Got it.
I'm ready to do an attack of opportunity if that zombie gets antsy, and we're okay, that's my turn.
That's kind
Oh,
of True Lies sexy.
I think it's
Good
great.
play.
Okay. Next in the order are the zombies, and so we're gonna have some attack rolls come at you. There, I'm just gonna roll one attack roll. First, let's do some movement. So, because that's gonna determine some stuff. So 2 moves up. They really do just kind of keep getting closer, but they are bottlenecked. To your point, at this point. Okay. All right. So, Dr. Crawford, you're gonna have to deal with zombie 2 going at you. So, I'm just gonna roll one attack roll, and we get to add a 5 to this.
He's going to be trying to beat an armor class of 17.
Okay. All right. So you dodge his hits, and of course, Rogar, you're just like kind of laughing. They're just clawing against that plate. It's not even getting close to you.
Or a dragon.
Rogar giggling. Who would have thought it?
Yep. Okay. So that was the zombies, and then now it is Disdain's turn. So your held action goes away because it's now the beginning of your turn again.
Yeah, and Nico's not far enough away yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got some like just mechanical questions at this point because it's gonna explode if I rush it too quickly. Would I need to use something to help it explode, or is this just like I can send it and then jump off it? And
I love these kind of questions. Okay, so let's start with Arcana.
Okay, so just
Let's
an
start with
Arcana.
Arcana. Let's just try to beat a 15.
And I'm blessed. Perfect. 25.
Okay, so you know now that you're sitting in there and you're reading a few more of the runes, like you know how to summon these spectral horses, you know how to command them. What you didn't realize until just now is that if someone's not sitting in the seat, the horses disappear. So you can't just command them go. You have to guide them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know you're going to have to do that to get it to move. But what you didn't know until just now is that you can set 3 different paces for the horses. You can set them to go at a trot, you can set them to go at like a decent gallop, and you can set them to go like breakneck speed. And so that would be a question that I would ask you when you say I command them to go. Which of the 3 speeds do you tell them to go? Okay. Give me an insight or perception and try to beat a 17.
Okay, so I think I don't have. Do I have perception? No, I don't have either of them.
Then roll a disadvantage, my friend.
Oh, great. And there is no that's a 3 plus.
So the 3 was your D4.
Oh, sorry. So I need to roll that.
Just re-roll it to 20. So you're 50. You got a 15 and a.
Plus 3 of whatever you roll next.
14. Okay.
Okay, yeah,
Oh!
you get it. Okay.
Wow, that never happens.
You know that so long as it's not the full speed, that those vials can probably take the jangling around pressure. So you feel, I mean, it's a risk. It's totally a risk, no matter how you do it. But you feel relatively confident that if you set it to medium speed, they won't prematurely explode the vials. But in terms of making the vials explode, there's going to be 3 ways you do that. You can open that door. You can, on the back, you can cause the Bardo to turn over or something, and hopefully the force of that would set them off. Or you need something incendiary to hit the Bardo and set it off that way.
Okay. And so, and that those all are clearly going to be multiple actions that. So I would assume that setting them off would be my action, and I'd have to ride them at that point. I wouldn't be able to jump off once I got there. Correct.
Since we're just above table, and I know this is complicated, so how do you want to do it? Like in your mind, how do you envision it going down?
Personally, I don't feel like I have enough actions to be able to like
We'll
blow
take
it up
mechanics
properly.
out. Just how do you want to? How
I
do you want it
wanna-
to look if it was a movie?
I want to ride it into the middle of the zombies and jump off it, and whether have somebody else help out and blow it up, or I use my next turn to blow it up. Like
Nico has lightning bolt.
So what I would let you do is if you command those horses and they go, that's kind of an action. Like you summon the horses, command them to go. You'll get into the middle of the zombies, and then you have movement, so you can jump off, and I'll let you use that as your movement. Even though technically I should be using the Vardo, this is too cool not to let you do this. So you'll be able to jump off the Vardo. In terms of casting a spell or something at that point, I can't let you do that, but I can let you yell something out to the group, or
I can yell back to Nico at full like blast it.
No. What you need to yell Leroy Jenkins.
So Nico, that lightning bolt spell of yours, if I remember correctly, ignites flammable objects. It should be enough to turn that Bardo into the Bombo.
I like that. All right, we've been going about an hour, and I need to do a bio break, so we'll come back and see what happens with Disdain and his crazy plan.
I like it. Or re-explain.
Thank you for reminding me to record. Okay, so Nico is about to take his action. All right, or Disdain's about to take his action. So what I'm going to do here is tell you that if you move the Vardo at its slow pace, you're only going to be able to move to about here. If you want to move the Vardo to its its medium pace, its gallop, it'll put you ending your turn around here. If you want to risk it exploding prematurely, which would be a roll, of course it will, then you would be able to crash into the center of the zombies. So what speed do you want to do it?
How do we feel about leaving it there and letting them get closer around it as you guys run away?
Can I ask a mechanical type question, even though it's not my turn? So if he runs at a medium speed and he goes right in front of Crawford and I, does he like push the zombies back a bit? Like run?
They kind of get knocked to the ground. They take some damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it stops like right at both of you, and like if any zombies are around that are not knocked down, you're going to take opportunity attacks if you try to withdraw.
But they're not
I'm just
down.
telling you. Well, but if there's one that's up, Crawford or you might take an opportunity.
They're not going to hit me. I'm not worried about them hitting me.
Fuck, dude.
And Nico, you can ready the Thunderbolt until both of them are gone.
That's fine. Thunderbolt. I'm hearing Thunderbolt for this is above the table, by the way. I'm hearing Thunderbolt, but it's got to be incendiary damage. Thunderbolt's not flipping incendiary at all.
Lightning bolt has something built into the text of the spell that says it ignites flammable objects that were in its trajectory.
I ain't trying to hear that right now, Zach. I'm trying to be difficult. I'm trying to be a basic bitch.
Okay, all right.
And you got to let me do
I'll let
this.
you be basic then.
Thank you.
All right, Disdain, what do you want to do?
I'm going to move it at medium pace and put it right there.
All right. So
I'm not even going to look at the screen the rest of
Dr.
this
Crawford, your action triggers as the Vardo crashes into the group. You jump off into the water, so I'll let you move yourself there.
Yes, sir.
Rogar, I'm going to need you to roll a dexterity saving throw of 16.
You said dexterity?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
So on my sheet, I see a +2. Is that what you see?
Should be.
You add your bless to it.
Yeah.
That's for the zombies. They fell.
Nope. I'm going to inspiration.
Okay. It's just to see how much damage you take. I'm going to have him roll a d12 for bludgeoning damage.
Well, I just, that's fine. I'm just, a nat 1. I just want to make sure there's no extra consequences to that.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
That's
I
a
kind of
really
want
good.
there to be, but I'm not going
Nah,
to.
yeah, you
I
can't.
want
trust
like
rock
your plate armor to get caught on the wagon, and now you can't get off the wagon.
No, I'm going to use inspiration.
That looks into your left pauldron.
Oh shoot!
Your pauldrons are way too spiky. Does that? No, never mind.
All right, there you go.
Okay, so do me a favor, Disdain, since you're the one driving the wagon. Roll a d12 for the bludgeoning damage to zombies, and Rogar, you'll take half of this.
Yep.
Zombies will take the full amount.
Oh, 12.
Okay.
Okay, so you take 6 damage, Rogar, excuse me. Too many damn cool names. All right. All right, this is where our friendship gets tested, guys. Buckle up. So, some things happen, obviously. Actually, you guys haven't officially downed a zombie yet.
No.
Okay. Maybe you'll still
So
be friends.
that 12 points.
All right.
Is perfect.
Okay, no, it does. It does. And their ability called Death is Not the End activates, which simply means when they're reduced to 0 hit points the first time, they are instead reduced to 1 hit point. So you watch as, like, all of them except for, can't you see the numbers? All of them except for these, like, 4 in the back. The 4 in the front, they all go down, like getting crushed under the wheels, body parts flying off, you crunching over them. But then they start to push themselves back up, and they've got 1 hit point.
Okay.
Okay. And then, again, don't ask why I'm doing this. I'm gonna roll 3.
It better be a super low roll.
Whatever it is, yeah.
That's nat 20. Okay, so here's what's happening.
Okay. So you watch as one of those zombies that stands up, his bones are literally starting to like form spikes out of his skin. You don't quite know what that means. Another one, his pustules start to like leak this like, it's almost like this, it's like this little green gas kind of squeaking out of his little pustules, right? And then another one you look at, and his eyes are starting to turn red. All right, so you drove into them. That's resolved. You have movement. Are you jumping are you jumping off to the side? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm jumping off.
All right, now I need you to give me an acrobatics.
Yeah, I got.
Or athletics. Just try to beat a 16.
Acrobatics is better than athletics. I don't have it, so it's still a disadvantage.
Okay, and you do have bless from Rogar.
Yep. So
I forgot to make you roll a concentration save, Rogar, but that's fine for your bless spell.
all right. So that's
So roll the
14.
10. Okay, so you're gonna jump and you're gonna land, but you're gonna take some damage. So
Okay.
let's just have you take 4 like bludgeoning damage just because you jump off the side, you land in the river, you kind of scrape on some rocks.
We really got to get Disdain a helmet, guys.
Okay, and then do you yell Leroy
I yell
Jenkins?
Leroy Jenkins.
Okay, so that sets off the legendary action of the Hound, who says, "Who is this infidel Leroy Jenkins?" And he flings his arm forward, and you watch as those bolts of energy shoot out towards you, Disdain.
I use a reaction and I hit shield.
Oh,
Okay,
very
there you
nice.
go.
Just
So yeah,
level
it's a
1.
7. It's literally 2 bolts that are next to each other. So he rolls a 12 and a 16, and your armor class is 19 with that. So you watch as that just as they're about to hit you, that shield springs up, It actually, because you're in the water, it actually like displaces some of the water, and the water goes up in this cascade, and you watch as these 2 bolts just pling pling off of the shield. And remember, that's on you until the start of your next turn.
Oh, awesome. Where am
It
I?
is now. You got to move yourself into the water, kind of on the
Yeah, I
edge there.
can't see myself.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll see if I can pull you out. I know you're in there somewhere. It's a bit of a mosh pit.
There, yeah. So I'm like right there, I think, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Nico Tarata. You hear Leroy Jenkins.
Oh, there are options. So where is Rogar right now, man? Like, is he out of the way or not?
He's right there with all the zombies.
Ah,
He's also
that's
resistant
great.
to fire.
Okay, awesome.
Some of
Okay.
you will have to die. That is the sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Okay, so 120 feet.
Well, if your thing is a straight line, you could like not hit me. I mean, I'm just saying.
No, I'm talking about the collateral damage of the explosion, the alleged explosion that could emanate from this object. What? Okay, so above the table, Rocky. What damage do you have on this Vardo if it explodes? What's the radius?
I'm not telling you any of that.
Oh, okay.
that's its own special thing.
Okay, that's great. Rogar, today's just not your day, is it, bub? All right, so
I done got hit with a wagon. What more? Can you
okay,
do?
yeah, that's cool. Okay, all
The
right.
only damage
Got-
he's taken is from his own party.
Somebody blew up my Porsche. I got hit with a Vardo.
If you idiots
bring
kill
it.
me, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm just saying.
Gets split mail,
All right.
immediately dies.
Like
Rocky,
immediately.
okay, I want to do a couple of things here, man. And
Roll
I need
better.
to know what my action consists of because I want to do a cantrip. I want to send a message to this Hound. I want to tell him about Leroy Jenkins real quick in 1 sentence. Can I do that?
Just because it's cool, I'll let you do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. I'm gonna message cantrip telepathically. I'm gonna say, Leroy Jenkins is a legendary hero, and instead of blood, he likes chicken.
Great.
And then I'm gonna tell me what I have to roll because I really want to preserve my spell slots for the impending onslaught of this
Okay.
badass.
So-
I really
so-
respect this guy. I've seen what he's done. I'm really terrified of this guy.
Now, what spells do you have that can do incendiary stuff? What do you?
I have lightning bolt, and then there is a Vistani, like I want to call it a racial.
We've
the-
we've talked about it. Okay, so I'll give you a choice.
okay.
Give me a second. I need to check one
Okay,
other
that's
thing
fine.
out before I answer what I know you're gonna ask.
Okay.
Okay.
It would be super cool if I could do that.
Okay. I got what I need. All right. So here's what happens. You know that you could throw a lightning bolt through that Vardo. That's a very powerful spell.
For
you
sure.
know it. You know it will just blast
Yep.
through the thing, even if it doesn't quote unquote set things on fire. Just the explosion is gonna make those things hit each other, and it's gonna set it off. Okay. So that's your guaranteed.
Yeah.
If you want, you do remember a cantrip that you were taught as a Vistani that you always struggled with. You could sometimes get it to work a little bit, but it was essentially it's in Xanathar's guide, but it's a create bonfire, and it was a very common spell Vistani learned because they would set up their prostanetas and all that stuff using it. And it had a different name though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Than
did.
create bonfire. So what do we call it?
It's
Kiryog.
Kiryog.
Kiryog. And so, but you never could quite because it's not in your spell list. So we're basically
got it.
rolling to see. You do have it.
No.
No, you got what I'm saying.
I'm
Okay.
following you. Yeah. I'm
So
following
so what we can do? I'm going to give you a choice. You can do the guaranteed thing and just use the spell slot and go, or you can try to recall the Kiryog spell It'll go into your spell book. You'll have it forever. But I'm only going to give you a 40% chance that you can recall it.
Oh God, dude. And the whole reason why Nico is wanting to do this is he's really trying to impress Esmeralda. Nico really wants to do this, dude. Nico, for once in his life, is really trying to imprint on this chick, but he loves his party more, and he's going to burn a spell slot, and he's going to get his loot out and fire a thunderbolt right through the Vardo, man.
Okay. Lightning bolt, you mean?
Lightning bolt. That's right.
Okay.
Might be able to hit a bunch of the zombies with it too.
All right.
Stack it
I'm just going to freaking fire it right through the middle, just over Rogar's left shoulder.
Okay.
Yep.
I am. Oh my God. Y'all are going to have to bear with me. There's going to be a lot of math that happens really fast.
Take your time,
I'm
Rocky.
sure.
Let's start out
And
with your
Rogar,
damage.
I'm sorry. Rogar, I'm sorry.
You go ahead and roll your damage. Let's start with that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to roll their saves because, well, it really would just be the first. Well, it's going to go. No, I'm going to say the Vardo would stop it like a building would.
Okay,
So-
while he's rolling, did you say their ability, that's just not the end, they go back to 1 hit point? Is that like every time or the first time?
It's just the first time.
Okay, all right, thank God. All right. Because I think we're just pumping them up, guys.
And that's just specific to these guys on the screen because some zombies get to roll for it every time.
Okay.
Damn, dude. This freaking spell, dude.
It's a Chad spell.
And so that spell's
Come
one of
on,
the
baby.
workhorses at 3rd level.
Let's get it. All right, 30.
Okay. All right. So let's have Rogar roll a dex. Now, Rogar, I'm gonna have you roll. And I'm sorry, but you're gonna need to roll a dexterity saving throw. You're gonna need to roll actually 2 dexterity saving throws, and and then 2 Constitution saving throws.
Oh, good God. Okay.
And I'll tell you why.
Quickly, guys, if we do have our dice of portent that we can give to others if you guys
Yeah.
still have those.
Okay,
Right.
so dexterity saving throw. Let's do those.
Mhm.
Can I just roll 2 and then give you my modifier? Can I do that? Or do you want it one at a time?
I need each one individually.
Okay.
And then Disdain, you're actually still going to also roll a you're going to roll just a Constitution saving throw, but I'm going to give you advantage because you're in the water.
12.
Okay, so
First one.
12 is the let's do the 2 cons and then the 2 dexes.
Oh,
So-
okay. Well, that's not the right thing.
Oh, that was dex.
Yeah.
Okay, then okay, that's fine. 2 dexes then 2 cons. So we have a dex of 12.
Mm-hmm.
Do the next dex. $15. Okay, and then I need 2 Constitution saves.
All right.
Okay, so we got 26, really good on that one, and then second Constitution save. Okay, and then Disdain, I need a Constitution saving throw from you at advantage.
Oh, I'll put an advantage.
Okay, so it was a 9, so 13, 16.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right, so I'll explain exactly what happens. So Nico's lightning bolt whoosh, goes straight through. Okay, it clips you on the shoulder, right? So Nico, you did 30 damage, and it looks like you failed that save, so you take 30 damage from that, Rogar. Okay. Which means I've got you at 18 now, right?
19.
19. Gotcha.
No. 29. I'm at 29.
29. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So clips you. Then that hits the Vardo. and the Vardo explodes. Okay, and the Vardo, and well, first of all, that's not the chain because it's all happening at once. It's pure chaos. But let me kind of explain it in like bullet time. So the lightning bolt hits the zombies. You watch as the zombies, those first 3 zombies, they're already down to 1 hit point. Each one of them on their death has a random effect that happens. So the one that had those red pulsating pustules explodes. Okay, and it's a fiery explosion, and that's what you rolled the other dex for. And so that was 12 necrotic damage. So that took you down to 7. Go ahead.
So is that fire damage or necrotic?
Necrotic. It's necrotic.
So that's 12.
That's 12 full damage. Yeah.
All right. So I'm down to 17.
Yep. So that's the first one. The second one that dies, he actually he actually explodes into a cloud of like necrotic gas. And I think what I'm going to do, actually, I'm not going to put this one on you because what's going to happen with the Vardo would knock this out. But basically, he becomes a cloud of necrotic gas. Okay. The third one that dies there, you don't see him. But I mean, again, this is all bullet time, so this is all pure chaos. What's about to happen? So at this point, the Vardo explodes. And the Vardo explodes for 50 fire damage. And you have to make a con save to half that, which you did save. So you take 25 fire damage.
Resistance cuts that in half, right?
Yep.
With 12.
So 12.
12. Yep.
So he's down to freaking 5.
Okay. Which I'm shocked he's still alive.
Dragon.
So now you're wondering what the hell has happened with the zombies. Well, the zombies also die. But there are 4 of them in the back. They all get thrown away. They land, whatever. Their death is not the inactivates, and they get back up with 1 hit point. So you've knocked out or the 4 in the back, but the 4 in the front are gone. Okay.
And this is just based on the action of Nico.
Yeah, this was Nico's one thing. So
Congratulations,
So
Nico,
again-
you're a
so
DPS
again-
machine.
So again, I parsed like hell, and that's awesome. Yeah, I should
Yeah.
be.
now
that was an
you
orange
also
parse, dude.
you also you passed your save, so you took half of the 50, so 25, and then you're resistant because you're in water, so
So
you also
12.
take the 12. Yeah.
Well, I'm also resistant naturally too.
Oh, so then you take 6.
Okay.
So that was my action, Rocky. Is that
Correct.
lightning
So
bolt.
you have movement and bonus if you want.
I'm hitting. I'm doing bonus. I'm standing right where I am. I can hit Rogar in range. I'm hitting him with a healing word right now.
Okay.
I'm just looking at Leezy's face during this.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm hitting him. I'm hitting him for a.
I did say we should ready the action until you ran away, but it happened.
So it's a
let-
1d4.
Let me
Plus-
just be clear about something. Hang on. Thank you for healing me. In the last month, I've taken 0 damage from a monster. I just took 60 from Nico.
Yeah. Hey, man, dude. Look this. Hey.
You thought you were invincible.
Dude, everybody can use a little bit of humbling here, okay?
love
Everybody
this
just got humbled a little bit, man, and I'm happy to be a part of that. Look at my sheets. Anyway, so
All right, roll
Rocky-
that sweet healing.
Yeah, so I'm
Kiss
gonna
his
cast
boo boo.
this.
Oh my. Okay.
Zombies
So
eliminated, guys.
my healing word said one living creature heals 1d4 plus 1d4 slash SL.
Yeah. It's
plus
1d4 plus your charisma.
Yeah, so 1d4 plus 1d4 SL3.
That's for
And that
every
is per
additional
level.
spell slot.
Okay.
So it's 1d4
So-
is the base, and then every spell slot above you use, you get another d4.
D4
But the
plus
baseline
3.
spell is d4 plus your charisma modifier.
Okay, plus 3. Okay, so I'm gonna cast it as a 3rd level. We're got
Okay.
it. Here, rolling it now. Here we go.
So 4d4 plus.
Okay, let's see.
3d4 plus 3.
Sorry,
3d4. That's right. +3. Yep.
babysitting. Sorry.
Trying to squeeze that extra d4. Okay, so you get healed for 13.
Yeah, and I know it's a drop in the bucket. Rogart, it's a drop in the bucket, but I love you. I'm sorry. They made me do it. The devil made me do it.
All right, so Nico, the Nico damages and the Nico heals up.
Yep.
So
The
can
Hound is going to use his last legendary action before his turn.
Yeah, or
And
they refresh. Yep.
He uses that, and you see him blink out of existence and appear right here. And we got to get rid of the Vardo too, because the Vardo is definitely gone. Okay. One second. Let me see if I can make this look good. Okay. Yeah. So where the Vardo was, there's now just a big crater.
Love it. That's a great touch, Rocky. Best DM ever.
Okay, so it is now Merrick or the Hound's turn, and so his legendary actions replenish. So his 3 actions come back, and he looks at how much is that? That's 5. 10. You guys created some difficult terrain for him there. Well, Disdain, I hate to say it, buddy, but you're the one that's within reach. So
I shielded. I'm good.
he comes down to the water. You've got your shield up, and he's got that blade out, and he just says, "You stand in the way of my prey. You will die with her." And he comes down with that blade, and all right. He's going to attack you twice with that sword. Gets to add 7 to it. Okay, so he does 11 and 17. So that means your shield holds. And you're just like holding this magic shield up, and he's just playing against the shield and almost pushing you further into the water. That's so badass. Okay, Rogar, your turn. By the way, Rogar, I hope you don't think it's unfair, but I am going to make you roll a concentration save. I keep forgetting to make you do that for Bless. You just took a shit ton of damage, so I need you to roll a DC 15 Constitution save to just see if everybody still has Bless. Okay, everybody has Bless still, but
He's a man of the people.
Oh, good for you.
I'm not gonna just sit by and let you die. Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out.
We got
enough health potions. Like you're fine,
I
man.
do have a question.
Mhm.
What did Esmeralda do last turn? I feel like she hadn't done shit.
She
What did
shot
she actually
arrows.
do?
She's been shooting arrows at
dude,
the Hound.
she's a hunter, dude. She's
Oh,
LOL, auto shot. AFK, drunk.
She sucks. Is what she does.
No, dude, she's a hunter, dude.
All right.
Heal yourself.
Yeah. Just hold on. These zombies, you said they're all at 1 hit point now. They all blowed up.
Yes.
All right. Now, if I attack with a crossbow, can I do 2 attacks with a crossbow?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna do this then. I'm gonna kind of move in this general area. Well, actually, sorry, I'm all kerfuffled. Is drinking a potion an action?
I count it as like a bonus action.
So I can do that then. So I
Yeah.
can shoot 2 of these noobs and then drink a potion.
Yes.
Okay, I want to do that then. All right, that's one attack.
It's definitely a hit. They've only got a. Well, shit. What's your modifier? 5, 6? Yeah, you got to roll because they do have an armor class of 9, and I want to see if you get in that one. If I'm being honest.
Freaking Rocky, dude. Love you.
I will be honest. I cheated on the last one. It should have been a D4 instead of a D8, but I still hit him.
Fair enough.
And the damage doesn't matter. I'm just going to shoot the zombie 6 and zombie whatever the one to the left of the crater is.
Okay. Oh my god, 2 6s. This is bad.
Oh no.
Okay. So these two get flop, flop. You shoot them, right? And they both fall over. And they're charred, and they're been ripped apart by disdained spells, by the explosion, by your arrows, by all the shit. They come back up again, and now, and yes, they've already calmed down and gone back up. And I said they can only do that once, so I'm not. But instead of exploding, this is what happens. They stand back up, and they are just covered in muscles and fangs, and their eyes are glowing red.
Awesome.
Okay.
And my healing potion, what is it? It's just, I think
Usually it's 2d4 plus 4 unless it's a superior or whatever.
Okay, that's what it is. All right.
Okay. So you're healed up 9 more. Cool. All right. All right. So you do that, and so what would he do? He gets a legendary action. He's just gonna use his legendary action to attack you again, Disdain.
Sweet, I still got my shield.
Yeah, it bounces off. Okay. After Rogar, it is going to be Esmeralda. Esmeralda, the problem is she's just not good in a fight like this.
What, exploding wagons? Like that? I thought that was a regular routine.
Yep, exactly. Oh my god. So she misses with her first one, and then she snaps her bowstring on the second one and starts cussing. She rolled an out 1.
Have you
All
met Van Richten, cousin? Have you met him?
All right, Dr. Crawford.
Okay. Disdain, I'm sorry to do this to you, but I think Rogar needs more help at the moment. So
Oh hell yeah! 100%.
Yeah.
I got 2 health potions on me. I'm good.
I know for a fact you can cast shield with more than just first level spell slots, so you can tank for a while.
Yep.
Okay, so Rocky, the water that I'm in, does this count as difficult terrain?
It does.
Okay, so I am going to let's see, 5 and 10, and difficult terrain turns that into 15, 20, 25 and 30. And then let's see here.
Are these sorry, while you're doing that, are these zombies still at 1 hit point?
The ones that have glowing red eyes?
Yeah.
They look like they have a little more than 1, but they're not as
Okay.
fleshed out, if you'll pardon the term. As,
Good one.
Sorry, I'm thinking.
Yep.
Okay, bonus action to dash. 5 and 10. 15. Okay. 20. Okay, so any of them who try to move past me to get to Rogar should trigger an attack of opportunity. So I am going to, with my insightful fighting, I'm gonna use insightful fighting on that zombie that's directly to my south. I can't see what number it is because it's kind of obscured, but it's the one that's closest to me to the south.
4. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
And investigation is +8.
I guess I should mark the ones that got the eyes.
All right, so that's a 20 against whatever its deception is, just in case it changed on account of that transformation.
I'm just gonna give it to you on these
All right.
guys.
Okay. All right. So that's my bonus action. That's my action. That's my movement. All I've got left is a reaction. Okay, that's my turn. I should hopefully be able to keep them from mauling Rogar.
Okay. All right. Dr. Crawford's moved up and between you and these red-eyed baddies.
He is noble. He is very noble.
You watch as the Hound starts to take another strike at Disdain, and then he just stops. He doesn't do anything. Now it is the zombies' turn. All right. So, Dr. Crawford, you did move up to these guys, and they did absolutely accept your invitation for combat. So they rush up on you,
Okay.
and you immediately realize they are on some kind of frenzied adrenaline rush type thing. Like they're moving faster, they're clawing and biting faster. They get 3 attacks instead of the 2 they had before.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll 3 attacks that'll apply to both zombies.
Okay. And you're going to be trying to beat an ARB class of 17.
Thank you. Their modifier for this is 7. So we got a 13, a 25, and a 9. So we're going to get 1 hit from each zombie, and that hit is going to do 5 slashing or piercing, your choice. So
Let's go slashing.
So you take 10 total.
Okay. Now I'd like to. Since they're not charging for Rogar, that means my attack of opportunity isn't going to go up. I'm going to use my uncanny dodge as my reaction to cut whichever one did more damage in half.
They both did 5.
Okay, so that's going to be a reduction of about 2 damage, I believe.
Yep. So you take 8 total.
8 total. Okay, not too bad.
Okay. Yeah, that's bad rolls. Okay, so that happens for those 2. These other 2, they're kind of stuck behind the 2 in front of them, and they're very, very damaged, but they're not showing any of the signs of these other 2. Okay. Disdain, it's your turn, and at the beginning of your turn, your shield sort of wavers out, and as soon as it does, the Hound goes like he was expecting it.
Oh, he's getting meta.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I got a lot of slots.
Oh, come on, Disdain. Come on, baby.
All right, so first thing, I'm under the assumption he's close within touch range, seeing that he's hit me. All right, so I'm gonna do Dragon's Breath in a 15-foot cone in a way that I don't hit Crawford to try and hit as many zombies and him at the same time.
Yeah, I'll let you hit either. Well, what is it? A 15-foot cone?
15-foot cone.
I have evasion. Don't worry about hitting me. Just go.
If you want, you can hit 5, 6, and the Hound. If you want to angle away from Crawford, you would just hit 6 and the Hound.
So don't worry, Crawford.
Don't worry. I have evasion. If it's a dexterity saving throw, I am not concerned.
Yeah, it is Dex. Okay. All right. Now, I'm assuming light damage would probably be the best here with my Dragon's Breath.
Light? You mean lightning?
Sorry, it says lightning. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Okay, yeah. Because your Dragon's Breath, that's based on the chromatic dragons. So I thought that was fire, acid. Ice, lightning, acid, and the 5th one escapes me. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Poison, thank you. I always mix up acid and poison.
Yeah, I mean, fire seemed to work.
Yeah, so let's do fire.
But also remember, a big guy can't heal after fire or radiant damage.
Yeah, Rogar's just in the back clutching his 8 testicles saying, "Kill it with fire."
So I'll shoot at all of them then, and this is a Dex saving throw.
Okay. And I have to take it too, right? What's the difficulty check?
Mine's a 15.
Okay.
this is only at 2nd level.
Well, I passed, so no damage for me. I got evasion.
And what's the save got to be?
Oh, it's half. It's 15.
What are they trying to beat though?
15.
So
Okay. Well, ironically, the zombies passed and the Hound did not.
Okay. So and it's half damage if you pass.
I have
Okay.
a rogue ability that makes it so whenever I save on a dexterity-based ability,
Take
I
zero.
would take half damage. I take 0.
Oh, nice.
So Dr. Crawford, you dodge out of the way, and then what's the total damage, bro?
So it's 3d6. So let me roll that now. And I'm still blessed. No, I don't do that to attack damage rolls, right?
If
Attack?
it's not an attack
Not
spell. It's
damage.
an AOE spell. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah. Oh, you mean the D4? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
That's for
Okay. It's 10 damage.
Okay. So that's just enough to take out Zombie 5.
Perfect.
So he incinerates in front of Dr. Crawford. And then Zombie 6, he was at 1. He's now gone, but now I got to roll to see what happens when he dies.
It's a grab bag.
Nothing happens, so he's just dead.
That's
Oh,
wonderful
five's a
news.
good
That's
one,
great.
guys.
And then the Hound, he takes the full, and he does not like it.
Damn,
He
dude.
does not like it.
He does not like it. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. And so he then uses he has 1 use of legendary action left. He does use that to strike you.
And I do my bonus reaction for shield right there.
Okay.
nice. Disdain. Look at this guy.
He rolls a nat 1 on one of them.
Yeah.
He needs to like stab his own toe or something.
Yeah,
for that
dude. I
one.
mean, come
He
on.
rolls a 20 on the other.
20. I get
Okay, so let me. What would a nat 1 look like for this guy?
Yeah,
He cuts
he'd
his left
probably-
hand off.
Yeah, dude. He'd probably just go and
Yeah.
like
I want y'all to
attack
remember this
Strahd.
when y'all roll a nat 1. I want you to remember the severity y'all
He's
said
like,
a nat 1 should have.
He's like, I'm attacking the wrong people. I should be attacking Strahd.
I'll say he slips and goes and like literally falls into the wall, like he falls off his horse, and he's literally like on his back in the water. But then as he falls, he slices you with that 20. So that does hit, right? Even with the shield.
Yep.
Okay. So you're going to take from that hit. You're going to take 9 slashing damage,
Okay.
and I need you to make a DC 14 Constitution save.
Okay. Constitution's a +4, and that's when I can use bless.
Oh.
$20.
Okay. So you're good. So you take that 9 the
damage.
9 the 9 damage stuff.
I'm at 27.
Okay. All right. So cool. All right. Now that was his legendary action attack. So now we're to Nico.
Okay. From my vantage point here, I can still reach Rogar with a spell that has what's the? Oh, no, I'm not reaching Rogar at all.
If it's a 30-foot range, you can move up and cast it, I think, right?
Yeah, no, this is touch.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I've got precious materials. All right, so I'm going to stay where I'm at. Let's see, 60 feet. How far is 60 feet from where I'm at right here? Let me bring up roll 20 here. Let me get on the map.
So the cells are
60
5 feet.
60 feet.
There's actually a ruler tool built into
I'm not
roll 20.
sure how accurate.
Oh, I
it
think
is,
I
but
see
let's
this.
try.
Yeah, it looks like the ruler stuck in a circle on the top left
Oh,
of the roll 20
actually,
map.
it's pretty
Got
accurate.
it. I see it, dude. I see it. I love it.
Mm.
Okay, cool. All right, 60 feet. I can. Dude, I can go pretty deep with this. So I'm
Mhm.
casting right now. I'm doing. I'm gonna cast as my action. I'm casting Dissonant Whispers as a second level spell, which is a
Mhm.
3d6 plus 1d6 psychic damage spell, and they have to run away.
Okay.
If they save, um, they don't flee and they half the damage.
Got it. What's the save?
The save is a Wisdom save.
Okay. Cool.
All right, let's do this.
It's for the Hound.
So I'm rolling 4d6 right off the top. Let's go.
The zombies roll 11. Okay. And then what was the save that he had to make?
The saving throw was a 14.
Right, but what? Oh, it's 14. Okay.
14.
Yeah. So you do watch the Hound. He just sort of shakes it off, but he does take half damage. So you watch that happen. Then you watch as the zombies definitely don't make theirs, and you watch this zombie on Dr. Crawford just fall over, like his head explodes and he just falls over. And then this other zombie, we're gonna roll and see what happens when he goes to 0. You guys getting the music okay tonight?
Yes, sir. It's
It's
Okay.
a little
really
faint.
good.
I can hear it. Yeah.
Cool.
I actually prefer it that way. I prefer to hear you guys talking instead of the music.
Okay. All right. So that zombie eyes go red, muscles bulge out. He's raging. Okay. That.
And that's my action.
Yep.
So bonus action within 60 feet, I can still reach Rogar. I'm casting another healing word first. Let's do that second level. I just burned 2 second levels.
So you can't, because when you cast a bonus action spell, the other spell that you cast has to be a cantrip.
Cantrip.
That's a specific rule. I'm not 100% that I like that rule, but
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
then on this, then it's going to be a cantrip. Then let's just change that from instead of a healing word. Let's target the Hound again. Let's do Vicious Mockery cantrip
Okay.
on this guy.
Okay.
I can reach him. It's going to be a Wisdom save.
okay.
Trying to beat a 14.
21.
2d4. Yeah, he's going to do it. I won't even roll. All right, good job.
Okay.
Good job, Rocky.
Thanks. All right. All right. It's his turn again, and he's gonna, burn some movement and jump back on his horse. And he's, undead, so hard to read facial expressions. But Disdain, you feel like if he had a facial expression, it'd be one of anger towards you, perhaps. And
Making that up.
let me roll something. Let me roll something here.
Don't worry what he's rolling, guys. Don't
Don't
worry.
worry about it.
It's
It's
what
Yeah, I
gonna be
won't worry
fine.
about it. Yeah. Okay.
He gets on his horse and he says, "You are fortunate that Count Strahd has not made you my prey, boy." And you watch him blink out again and reappears about halfway up the beach. Or up the
Love
bridge.
it.
All right. Next in the order is Rogar.
Sorry, I was muted there. All right, I know this zombie here. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill this zombie right here. So I'm gonna step in front of Crawford, and I'm gonna attack this zombie. I know he's got 5 hit points. If I'm metagame it a little bit.
Metagamers.
Don't frickin' kill yourself, Rogar. I don't have a healing potion.
Yeah, but he doesn't explode after we've
It's a hit.
eliminated.
All right. Should I just let me just roll the damage? I don't think I have to attack twice. Oh, sorry. I screwed this up. Hang on a sec. It's just a regular mace or a regular attack is
Mhm.
D6 plus 8, I think.
Ten.
Yep.
All right. How's it go out?
I'm just nothing fancy. I'm grievously wounded, so I'm just gonna slash, and then
Okay.
like,
I just imagine Rogar sort of staggering with his wounds down the bridge, and then just being like, "Rah!" Poof, and just knocking the thing out, grumbling the whole time.
do I have any more movement after that? Since I just moved.
No,
a little?
you
Okay.
you moved a lot. You moved 30 feet, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. After that is Esmeralda, and she is still stringing her bow because she rolled the 1 last round, and she can't attack this round. So instead, she drops the bow, and she sees the Hound appear halfway at the beach, and you actually watch as she's moving her hands, and that salt around her starts to swirl in the air and form a pillar around her.
Oh, hell yeah,
magic
dude. Let's
circle.
go.
Okay.
Vistani magic.
Something
Let's
like
go.
And
All right.
Rogar, as he's stumbling back towards Crawford, to Crawford, and why did we not give her to him already? As he's stumbling up to him.
Got a response for that, Dr. Crawford? All right. It is Dr. Crawford's turn.
Okay. All right. She seems to have some sort of defense in mind against the Hound, so that's good, because I was about to yell out to her, get inside the damn tower, since he's blinking around, but she's got something else in mind. So, okay, we've got the zombies down. This guy likes to blink every round, so setting up an attack of opportunity isn't going to help. I'm going to use insightful fighting on this guy. Let's get that out of the way first, because no matter what else I do, I'm doing that. So this is against his deception. 25.
Okay, so he's got to do a deception roll, right? So.
Wait, shit. No, hold up. I screwed this up. I've been doing investigation this entire game. It should have been insight.
Okay.
I'm a piece of shit. I'm sorry, Rocky.
What's your bet? What's the better of the 2 skills?
Investigation. So I've been giving myself a stupid advantage I shouldn't have been having.
I think it fits your character perfectly, and I don't want to change it.
Okay. All right. Okay, so that's the case. So it's 25 versus his 10 then. So I pass. So I got insightful fighting up. So I do my sneak attack damage then.
Okay.
I'm going to move up 5 and 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I am going to make an attack with my magic dagger against this guy. Now, he's on his horse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I target him, or do I have to target the horse?
No, you can target him.
Okay, all right.
He's an armor class of 16.
All right. Let's see here. Dagger +1. Okay, so that's a 22. So that hits by the sound of it.
Yep.
So rolling damage. Okay, so that's 8 piercing. Sneak attack is 6. So that's 14 total damage, and that's from a magic dagger. So that if he has any resistance to non-magic physical attacks, then it should bypass it.
Yeah, you stab him when you pull the dagger out. There's like this green ichor sort of coming out where blood would have been.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's my turn. All I got left is a reaction.
All right. So when you stab him, he with his legendary action, he turns around and he's going to do his multi-attack on you.
Okay. Armor class 17.
Got it.
I'm sorry, what just
5 to
happened?
these. Oh. He rolls a crit and a hit. So
Okay, definitely use the uncanny dodge on that crit.
Okay, let's see where we fall on damage. Well, I do automatic damage for most of these guys. Okay, so then you're going to take from the crit, bro. You're going to take 9 slashing, so it's doubled, so 18 slashing.
Okay.
So I assume you want to uncanny dodge that.
Correct.
So
Yes.
take 9 slashing from that, and you'll take 9 slashing from the other, so that's 18 total.
Got it.
But for each of those 2 attacks, I need a DC 14 Constitution save.
All right, give me just a sec. So I got 14 health left. And you said Constitution, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the first one.
Yep.
And then the second one.
Okay.
Why is it not? It's killing my duplicate rules. Hang on. Okay.
Okay, so the second one you don't pass. So
Did you
Oh,
do-
bless. Bless. I forgot bless.
Yeah.
Let me add the 1d4. Okay.
okay, you pass. All right.
All right.
All right. Yeah, he turns around and you stab him. He sort of grunts. He turns around and hits you twice, and says, "Fool, you stand between the hound and its prey." All right. After that is would be the zombies, but guess what? Ain't no zombies.
Real. I'm sorry. Real quick. How did he attack him plus? Is that one of his abilities?
It's the legendary action thing. So, from what I understand,
Okay.
the legendary actions is that when we take a turn, he gets to kind of react to it, almost like a reaction to that by taking an action. And for his, it was the multi-attack, since he's kind of a martial. He pulled out a bow. He's got a melee attack. He seems like a ranger-ish kind of character. So,
Okay. Yeah,
He's
that's
a hunter,
fine.
man.
I just missed that part. Go ahead. I'm good.
All right. So all right, cool. So it's now Disdain's turn.
All right. So, if I use twinned, can I use it on the same target?
What are you doing with it?
I want to attack him twice with necrotic touch.
I'm
My
not sure that
cantrip.
twin works that way. Let me double check it.
So not chill touch.
Right. You meant chill touch.
Yeah, that's what I
Just, I mean, if anybody's wondering, yes, Rocky's been working on his deltoids. Okay, somebody had to say it. Today was deltoid week, obviously.
Thank you.
So
Inspiration.
I'm
I'm kidding.
It's
Oh!
obvious. Hey, it was worth a shot, but seriously, deltoid.
Thanks, man. I have been working on them.
Yeah,
so
dude,
thank you.
it's obvious, dude.
All right, twin. So when you cast a spell that targets only one creature and you don't have a range of self, you get 10 points. To target a second creature in range. So no, you can't use it to hit.
Second one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
it doesn't
okay.
double it. It just twists it, like splits it, so it hits more than one.
Cool.
What about him and his horse?
Yeah, I just tell you guys don't worry about the horse.
Yeah, and the horse he rode in on. And like, if you want to drive a point home,
The horse doesn't seem to have any offensive capabilities, so to speak.
Yeah.
So
Unless
it
you do
doesn't
wanna
say-
focus
well, the
down
horse is offending me. The horse is
just-
offending me.
I'm just gonna do chill touch because it'll give him disadvantage on me because he's undead, and it'll stop him from gaining any HP, just in case he has that.
Yes, sir.
So he has to beat a 15.
It's a save or it's an attack roll or spell attack roll for you.
Oh, spell attack. It's me.
Yeah. So he's got a 16 armor class.
I haven't done a spell attack in a while. 19.
Okay. Yeah. Do the damage.
So that's 2d8.
All right. Yeah. So you guys have done a pretty good amount of damage to him in short order. That spectral hand sort of smacks him in the back, and he roars. It disrupts, as an undead, it disrupts his life force, so he can't regain hit points until the beginning of your next turn.
Mm-hmm.
So at least if he has that ability, which Dr. Crawford knows he does. Okay. But what he does is he roars, and you watch as he uses his legendary action to just sort of blink right on top of you, Nico. But Nico, give me a perception roll.
Yep, got it.
Let's try to beat a 14.
Okay. rolling my bless now. Right after that.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. It
Yeah,
won't
you won't
matter.
clear it.
Alright.
So don't worry about it. So yeah, he's like on you.
Yeah.
Okay, it's now Nico's turn.
So Nico is going to turn. He's going to use greater invisibility on himself as an action.
Okay.
And he's going to move as far. He's going to move as close to Esmeralda as he can up the hill.
Okay. So all right. So you got 30 foot of movement.
Okay. I must be doing something wrong. I can't grab my character.
Oh, my guy's probably on top of him. Try again. Oh,
There we go. No, I used the wrong tool. I still had
Okay.
on the ruler. So
Okay, cool.
let's do the first diagonal is free, or is it the first diagonal 10?
The first one is free, and the second one's 10.
Okay. All right. So do one.
I think. I'm pretty sure.
That's, okay. So 5, 10, 20, 25, 30.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see Esmeralda from where I'm
Yeah.
standing right here?
Yeah, she's actually got that swirling thing of salt around her that's starting to pulsate blue. And she's sort of chanting magic, as it does say.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna forget about that. I'm gonna try for. Okay. So the bonus action should be a cantrip here. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying for vicious mockery again, man, because I want.
Oh,
I
I'm
wanna-
sorry. Hold on, buddy. I'm sorry. No, because you cast greater invisibility, which is a normal spell.
Yeah.
So yeah. So if a spell says bonus action, then the action spell has to be a cantrip.
That's what I'm saying. So that.
Mm.
Wait.
So you cast greater invisibility, which is a full action spell. It's not a bonus action.
Sure. And then
So
I
now
moved.
So now you can't use a bonus action spell. So the only way you
Yeah.
can
So
use
I can use a
action,
cantrip.
No.
No, I can't use.
If
a
the
cantrip.
cantrip was a bonus action, you could, but do you have any bonus action?
Oh no,
cantrips?
yeah, that's right. Okay, sorry. Yep. All right, no. But could I use a bonus action spell?
No,
No,
because you cast
okay, 'cause it's
because
not
you
a
cast
cantrip.
a normal spell. Yeah,
It's got to be a
your
it's
action
gotta
spell
be a
has to
bonus
be a
action
cantrip. And then you can cast a bonus action spell too.
It's got to be a bonus action cantrip.
No, we'll talk about it more later. But just for now, no. It's you can't cast another spell that says bonus action because you cast greater invisibility.
Even though the greater invisibility was an action.
Yeah, so the way the rule works on it is if you want to cast a spell that says cost bonus action, right? Doesn't matter what it
Mhm.
is. Cost is bonus action. Then you can only cast a cantrip if you want to cast a second spell that round. So and it's designed that way to keep spellcasters from being able to do two big spells in one
Sure, got
round.
it. Okay.
So that's why.
All right, sounds good. All right, I'm done.
Okay.
Nico's up by Esmeralda. Here we go. And I'm invisible. He can't see me.
Okay.
He's like, where?
All right. Yeah, he is. You're out. Interesting. All right. So now he's there at Esmeralda, and you guys watch as he kicks his horse into like sort of a gallop, and you watch as this horse literally jumps up and lands right on top of Esmeralda. And when he does, she screams something in Vistani. Nico, you know the words that she says mean, "May the purity of the earth banish you from my sight." And
Damn.
all of a sudden, that salt just starts like swirling around like a damn tornado, and it flings him off his horse and the horse too, and they both land on the ground down there, and then the salt like falls to the ground, whatever is left of it. and it literally takes up all his actions. So, Rogar, your turn.
Where did he end up?
He landed back down, kind of where he was a minute ago.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright. So how does Misty Step work?
It's simple. You just reappear in a spot you can see within 30 feet.
I thought it said 60 feet, but either way, do I get an attack after that or no?
Yeah.
So could I like run up to? Can you see this arrow, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So could I move up to like here and then Misty Step on top of him and attack him?
You have Misty Step?
He's a Vengeance
Yeah.
Paladin, so yes.
Oh, hell yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
It is 30 feet though, but yes, you can do that.
All right. So I'm gonna move up to here, and then and that's a level 1 spell slot, right?
Mhm.
Then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna attack him.
All right.
Here
Armor
we go.
class 16.
Let the games begin.
Who brought the rocket, boys?
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh.
It's a hit.
All right. That's my second attack.
It's a nat 1.
Can I inspire that?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's inspire that, Weezen.
Be better after chirping what he was doing with the other one.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 2 hits.
All right, I'm gonna use my last 2 level 2 slots, and I'm gonna bring Holy Fury.
I love it.
So, if I am
Yeah.
correct, sorry, what'd you say, Rocky?
I say, here we go.
All right, so if I am correct, that is 5d8 plus 8.
Sounds about right.
Okay, but times 2 though.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if I do this. There you go.
How's it go out?
Not quite, but damn,
Yeah.
dude.
Weezen, seriously, dude?
Yeah, so you guys just watch Roger just like, and that radiant power is just coming off his weapon, and it just swap goes into the Hound who's on the ground from Esmeralda's spell, and you just watch chunks of flesh come out of him. He actually roars, and when he roars, it almost has like an echo effect, and you see like this necrotic energy kind of leaking out of his mouth a little bit. But then he uses his legendary action, and he blinks back up to the ledge. All right, it's her turn.
Yeah, sorry, I was muted. But he can't heal because of radiant damage, right?
He's not been healed. You guys have done either fire, radiant, or the chill touch to him every round. So he has not got a single round yet to heal, which I think is awesome. Okay, Esmeralda says, "You devil, go back to your master like the dog you are," and pulls her weapon, her blades out, and does some attacks. Two hits, and you guys watch as she just sort of slash into him, and like whatever's on her blades seems to really hurt him, because he staggers backwards, and Nico, like, you watch as he poof falls on the ground right by your feet. All right, it is now Dr. Crawford's turn.
Okay. 10, 15. Yeah. I'm trying to measure my movement here.
No, you're fine. While he's doing that, just a quick, and I'm sorry, I'm such a noob, but I have the level the paladin thing where I can move quickly after he runs away from me. Does that count when he blinked away or no?
I'd have to read the verbiage on it because I've actually not had a Vengeance Paladin in my groups before. So let's double check
Okay.
it.
Okay.
What's that ability called?
I'm trying to find it now. It's what I just got. It's Relentless Avenger. After
Yeah.
no, it's after I hit with an opportunity attack, then I can
Okay.
move. Okay,
Yeah.
so
I don't think I can actually get to him to do any damage up close. Okay, I have an idea. So Rocky, I don't think I've ever tried to actually do this before, so I don't know if this works or not. I wanted to get your ruling on it. Rogues can bonus action dash, and then they can still take that a regular action. Could I use that regular action to also be a dash, or do you limit that
Yes.
to once per round?
I love it when rogues do that. You can be
So
the
90
Flash
feet
if
of
you
movement.
want.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I am going to bonus action dash and regular dash to give myself 90 feet of movement. I'm going to go
Which
5
is
and
nuts.
10, 15 and 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So I'm trying to get up to where Esmeralda is so she can at least have some melee support up there. So
Cool. Like it. All right. It is now Disdain's turn.
Everybody's left me.
you're
I'm all the
fine.
way back
You
here.
got shield. Blast him.
I'm a coming. All right, so let me. Where is that? Is that tool? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I can do arcane missile from this far. I like swimming. You guys hang out over there. And I got this. I got this hankering for a 3rd level spell, so I think I'm going to do magic missile at a 3rd level spell.
Okay.
So that's. Sorry, how many would that be if?
Let me look it up. Hang on. I got D&D
3
downloaded up.
darts. So I get an extra dart. So currently it would be 3d4 plus 1 for 1st level. So for 3rd level, it would be.
So you get 3 darts at 1st level, so an extra dart for every upcasted level you do after that. So you're getting 2 extra darts. So that's 5 darts, all of them at 1d4 plus 1 force damage.
And I'm going to be using my necrotic orb, so that would be 6d4.
Dude, I mean, how much damage do you need to stand? I mean, dial it back a little bit. You're okay. Damn, slow and steady. Yeah.
Let's get him. 15.
All right. These darts just like hammer into him. He's super hurt, like really, really, really hurt. All right. He does have one legendary action left, and I think he's gonna take a swipe at Nico. Oh no, you're invisible. Never mind.
I am. Absolutely.
He's maybe gonna hold that for one more round. Let's see.
Can he suck his thumb a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, Nico, it is your turn.
All right, so Nico's gonna pop out. Well, okay, so greater invisibility, it doesn't deactivate when I cast.
It does not.
So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Dispel Magic while I'm invisible here.
Okay. What are you dispelling?
It dispels all magical effects on the creature or object. So I don't really know what he's got going on. So
yeah,
it's just a shot in the dark here, man.
Sure. You cast it, and there's no visible effect.
Okay. All right. So that's a burn spell slot. Awesome. That's great.
All right, he has one legendary action. I don't want him to waste it. He's not gonna swipe at you, Nico, because you're invisible. I'm gonna say he just blinks back up there. He's not giving up. Okay, it's his turn, and he is going to attack Esmeralda again. Oh my god.
Are you portent? Portent. I'm turning one of those into a 13.
Okay. All right, then that would be a hit and a miss.
Oh my god, what was that, dude?
He got a double crit.
Hang on, can I use mine to turn the other one to 7?
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
can.
gosh,
You
dude.
can.
Boom, boom.
Okay. So wow, great.
Rocky,
Great.
hey, but Rocky, that was amazing, dude. Good job.
Great use of the portent dice too. So yeah, you guys turned 2 crits into 1 hit, and so she just sort of like, and it's funny too because like after she dodges the one, she kind of looks, or she dodges the one and she like really deflects the other. She kind of turns and looks at the two of you and kind of winks, like she knows what you did.
Oh, dude,
Because that's her mojo.
She's so I love her. I love her. I love her.
And okay, all right. So, all right. Now we're back to top of the order. No, that was top of the order. So now it's Rogar.
All right. What do I have to do to get up this hill?
You would need. It's difficult terrain, and you would need to give me an athletics roll to get up there.
All right. So let's just do this first. So
you're talking about the ledge part, right?
Yeah, I want to kill him. So how do I get to him?
He's up like 8-foot embankment, so you gotta go up to the embankment, and then it's double movements for you to get up there. But you also have to roll the athletics to get up there.
Which you're proficient in, so that should be a good one for you.
All right. So what do I gotta be?
Like 15.
Yeah. My guy can dunk. We're all right.
Yeah, because he's like 15 feet tall on a 10-foot regulation. He just kind of drops it in, calls it a dunk. Oh, barely. All right, dude. Okay.
Barely. All right, you're up there.
All right. Sorry, I didn't want to cheat. I used 2 inspiration already. I only have 1 left. So, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna attack him.
All right. I'm gonna place you right here on the edge, and you got to beat a 16.
All right, second attack. Hit him. All right, good.
Give me the damage.
All right, so I only have single
I
spell
won't worry
slots
about
left.
Don't go too hard, man. I think we're good. Like,
Yeah, well,
we
I
know.
only have level 1s left, man. So
Yeah,
Well,
we could just
if
probably
he
do an
drops
attack.
him this round, we don't have to worry about a legendary reaction attack. So,
Yeah, and so you got to walk the line between like not obliterating because he looks to be carrying some sweet equipment. We want to loot it. Don't obliterate it. Don't
All right, let me. I can't find it. Hang on. I'm sorry. Okay, I got it. There you go.
How does he go out?
Yeah, Rogar, baby, come
I
on.
don't know, man. Rogar's pretty hurt, so I think he's just gonna, with his last bit of energy he's got left in him, just slice him as hard as he could, like almost like falling down. Just
Okay, so Rogar, you come staggering up the hill, just bleeding, burnt, just fucking pissed. You get up to the damn hill, you're like, put this heart in your mouth, just climb up there. And then he's facing her, and so you're just like, and just like take his head off. And as he falls to the ground, you guys watch as this bolt of just pure green crackling necrotic energy just shoots up into the sky from his body, and the sky starts to roll with thunder and sort of pulsate with that green energy, and then you watch as that green energy heads east in the sky.
You'll be back.
And you guys are standing there with Esmeralda, and
Well, let me just say, Rogar is on the ground because he just kind of, I'm just laying there like this,
yeah,
like a turtle.
it was like a turtle. So you guys defeated the Hound and the Strahd Zombies, and saved Esmeralda from being taken away. And you're at the base of this tower, and she's like, look at what he did to my jacket, and she's got like ichor and shit all over her clothes, and she like takes them off, and she's like, my box, where's my chest? And she's kind of like looking around, you like all panicky for a moment.
I'm
I thought I
slowly
saw
making
him
my
get
way
it.
up
Yeah,
out of the
Nico
water.
is gonna saunter over on Rogar as he is prone, face down, still trying to recover and catch his breath. And I'm gonna sit on Rogar's lower back, and I'm gonna put the box up on his upper shoulders. I'm gonna say, "I got your chest, Esmeralda. It is here." And I'm gonna slap Rogar on the butt twice.
uh, she takes the chest. She says, "You two have a very interesting relationship."
I was like, you do not want to know that he is one of my favorites.
I like him too. I like the way he smashes undead with the holy power of his fury. Oh, very nice. Um, she opens the chest, and you see in there's all kinds of stuff. There's like little heirloom kind of things. There's some vials of holy water. There's what looks to be a journal. You see a locket. But she reaches in and she pulls out actually a bar of soap, and she takes the jacket over to the side of the water. She's washing it out, and while she's washing it out, she's talking, and she says, "Well, I'd be interested to know what all of you think we should do next. We don't have much time. Strahd knows where I am, and when he finds out his hound failed, he'll come next, no doubt about it. So I'd say we have very limited amount of time left here."
Then I'm gonna stand up and say, then cousin, I suggest you start talking. Who are you?
Who am I? I am Esmeralda the Avenir.
Where do I know this name? It is killing me.
She goes, the Avenir. She goes, shit. And of course, I don't have my notes to have her task and her clan shit.
That's fine.
But she names your task.
Yeah.
Bowen. And her clan is of the
Corvara.
The Corvara clan.
It's the same tribe that kidnapped Dr. Richten's son, Erasmus.
She goes, none of that matters. The madman that runs this cursed land is going to drain us all of our blood and turn us into creatures like that if we lollygag around much longer.
Well, I do not want to lollygag. If that's what lollygagging looks like, count me out. So what do you know about this tower? What are its powers? What can we stay here? Should we move? What do you know about this land? You've been here longer than us.
She kind of looks up. She goes, I know that Van Richten used it as his base when he came here as a young man, but he told me about the teleportation chamber. I think some wizard created it. And then right when she says that, you hear a familiar voice say, yes, his name was Kazan. And walking up the road comes Van Richten. He says, it's an interesting tale. He was brought here when Strahd was still immortal. He was a powerful wizard that was also a bit of a specialist at creating things with his magic, such as buildings and castles. Can you guess why Strahd would have brought him to this valley?
I would have to look at this, Dane. I do not know this.
To build Castle Ravenloft, I would suggest.
You are correct, my blue-skinned friend. This mighty wizard used his formidable powers to create Strahd's vision, a castle unlike any this region had ever seen, a castle fit for a warlord heading into retirement. And then, after he was done creating Strahd's home, Kazan created his tower that he would retire in here. Until the day the temptation of the powers of the Amber Temple drew him from this place, and he was never seen again. Some say he sought the secrets of immortality in that temple, and perhaps found them. No need to return to a simple temple like this when you are now immortal. But it is hearsay. I think the tower has served its purpose. Based on what I overheard you all talking about, our time here has grown quite limited.
So, is there a safe place? And I use this term loosely in this land, but is there a place where we can go to receive further protection and perhaps even empowerment? Should we seek
It's
out the Amber Temple?
well, on that note, and then as he starts to answer your question, you hear Esmeralda say, "Rudy, it's been 2 years since I've seen you, and that's all you have to say." And she comes pushing past you guys, and she's now just kind of in her blouse, and she just goes right up to him and like grabs him in this like crazy embrace. And when she does, she goes to kiss him, and he pushes her back. He says, "No, Ezzy. You know that I'm cursed. Why in the name of the gods would you follow me to this cursed place?" And she says, "You old fool, you know why. I'm not going to let you face that devil alone." And he goes, "Well, as you can see, I'm not quite alone. Though I'm not too excited about what that might mean for all of you." He goes, "Listen, we have no time left. And you ask about what we should do next. I can't tell you what to do, my friends, but I can give you a choice, some guidance. First of all, you'll need to know somewhere safe to rest from here. May I see your map?"
I'll take it out.
Okay. He shows you a point a few hours south of here. He says, "There's a cave near a creek. I have engraved some runes on the inside. It can provide you some limited protection, enough that you should be able to get a good night's sleep at least. But in the morning, you're going to need to decide where to go. In the past 2 days, I have been trying to summon our allies for help, Keepers of the Feather, a group of were-ravens that care about this land and want to break the curse of Strahd. They can be trusted, but they have troubles of their own, and until they're helped, they cannot help us. And we cannot make any sort of move on Strahd without their help. The second ally you might seek is a man called the Abbot, who sits in the Church of St. Markovia in Kresh. I'm not sure, based on rumors I've heard, what's going on with him, but I knew him to be a holy man when I met him nearly 25 years ago, and St. Markovia's church is one of the only hallowed grounds left in Barovia. Where you go is up to you, but I'm seeking a man who may be able to help us stand against Strahd, a man who tried to stand against Strahd already, who I believe is hiding somewhere in the Svalich woods north of Valaki. We need allies, and if your actions have done anything, perhaps mistakenly, you bought us a little bit of time. Strahd has the woman that he believes is his beloved Tatiana, and based on what you told me before, that's because of you. But he wants to marry her, and he will do it under a red moon, a blood moon. That has bought us some time. I don't know how long. A few days, a week. But now is our window of opportunity. You have to find what Madame Eva told you to find. You have to pull together allies. And then we have a chance. That's all we're going to get. So, Keepers of the Feather, their vineyard south of here, Kresh and the Abbot west of here, I leave it to you. But we will meet again soon. Correspond with me through the Keepers of the Feather. They know how to reach me. And
What is the last point? Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
What is the last point of contact that you had with these Weddle Ravens, the Keepers of the Feather? When may we find the closest representative of this faction?
We are closest to their base of operations, the Wizard of Wine's winery.
Okay.
Erwin is their patriarch and the leader of the organization. He's a good man, stubborn in his ways, and he cares about his family above all. But if you tell him that you're friends of mine and I've sent word that you are, then he'll trust you and you can help him.
My friends, I believe the play here is going to be the Weddle Ravens. They can cover much more ground much faster than we can. They can spy out to anything that we ask them to.
I agree
We all have
there.
our mission. Go ahead. Good. Keep going.
Oh, I agree there. I think we have much discussion on this. I think we have no time and much places to be.
So he does start to just walk away, and she grabs his arm and he turns around and she goes, "You're not going after some crazy man in the woods without my help. You know, there's werewolves out there, and I'm a bit of an expert on those." He just nods, and she starts to follow after him. So if there's anything else you guys want to ask him before he leaves, now would be the moment.
My next question is to Esmeralda. I'm going to say, cousin, I'm going to call her back to us. I'm going to say, we risked our lives to bring this chest to you. You told us that you would make it worth our while. We can use any help we can get. Any knowledge or any artifact out of this chest that you could give us would be greatly appreciated. And from what I can tell from Dr. Richten, would be much needed. Is there anything you can offer us out of this?
Cousin, I ask you to let me fulfill my promise at a later time. I think I need every bit of resources I have since you all blew up my Vardo. And I'll make good. You know our word as Vistani are good.
I understand.
If you insist, I will give you something now, but you will be
No.
something I perhaps need.
Hey, everything happens when it is supposed to, but you have to promise me that you show me that move that you did at the end there. You're like, yeah. Okay, cousin. Okay, you be well.
She goes perhaps.
Because you were like, yeah.
So anybody got anything else?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna run up to the professor really quick before he gets away.
He's not like running away, but like the idea is Strahd could show up at any minute. So time's precious. Yeah.
Professor, one moment before you leave, you're still aware of the story we told you about our encounter with you in the Durst house, correct?
I am.
Up until that our last night in Balaki, I was under the impression that we might be all right with that situation because you were laying low. But now that you've attracted Strahd's attention, I think we need to take measures appropriate to avoid the potential of a time paradox. Do you agree with me?
Well, Doctor, are you suggesting that
I'm suggesting
stay out of the fight against Strahd?
No, Professor. I'm suggesting I hold my hand out, extended. Professor Rudolph Van Richten, my name is Dr. Ernest Crawford, and I would like to be your friend.
Dr. Crawford, he shakes your hand. He goes, "It's my pleasure to call you friend."
For however long that lasts. I know I just signed myself up for the curse.
So you watch as he moves away, and as he moves away, the sky continues to be tumultuous, continues to roll and thunder. It's almost like the weather's getting angry, and you start to feel this sense of impending doom and dread. We're almost done, by the way, this thing. Okay, but you start to feel this like doom or something's happening. Like it's hard to explain, but you guys feel like if you stay here much longer, it's not good that you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we go south to the cave that's an hour or so away.
Agree. Let's
I
get
need
there.
to rest and heal up.
So you spend the next couple of hours heading back down south to the main roads. Before you get to the main roads, you do indeed find this cave that's sort of off the path, kind of hidden, and you see that there are indeed ancient runes that have been just carved into the walls. You see there's salt that's been laid on the threshold. You see that someone has slept in here recently, like a single person, so like a bed cot, and like a jug of water. And you guys are in this cave, and then you watch as like it just starts thundering, and then there's just rain, and it's just coming down. And again, it's hard to describe, but you almost feel like being away from the sky right now is a good thing. Like the sky is trying to attack you with its rain, if that makes sense, right? And so you just sort of stay in this cave for the night, and that's where we're going to end the session, as you guys will start next session with what path you're going to take and what do you guys do from here. You have Van Richten's suggestion of the Wizard of Wines and the Keepers of the Feather. You have the holy man, the abbot at the St. Marcovius Church. You also have what Madame Eva told you to seek, the items of power. That you've already got one of them, but there's still two more: a holy symbol of raven kind and a sun sword. And so those items are also out there as well. So we'll start next session with figuring out which direction you guys are going to go.
And
It's intense.
and it's a long rest.
I'll tell you next session.
Oh.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Well, it was fun. That was fun.